trying to get everything set up. And... oh, I should try a little loud. Down a bit. All right. Let's see. Give me 1 sec. I need to. Last week I had to completely get a new computer. Well, yeah, new computer. I mean, I had the parts I just needed to get the CPU and stuff, so I forgot to actually set this up beforehand. So a couple of tweaks here and there. So hopefully you should be. Let's see. Oh, X is too small, and chat needs to. What I'm gonna do is oh, I know what I need to do. There we go. All right, so sorry about that whole wait. There we go. Now let's make this, hopefully this will then just, there we go. That's much better. That is so much better. I can now read. I have to work on this one. There we go. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Oh boy. Please bear with me. I'm getting over a cold. I'm hopefully. Hopefully this will be the end of it and it'll be good. But if not, I do. Oh, thank you. Thank you, JDX. I appreciate it. I hope you do enjoy it. Well, you know, I mean, yeah. Because they're nice. Fun. Hold on. Can you do that? Yeah. Oh, no. Well, you know. No, because they're fun. You can squeeze them. You can put your head on top of them like a pillow. Oh, no, I understand, Klaus. No, if you don't want to spoil Sonic Frontiers, that's fine. I completely understand. Dude, I get you. Don't worry. You are not going to insult me at all if you're like, no, I need to not do that. And that's fine. So let's, let me do one. Oh. Actually, you can do that. Let's see, take the capture down. Game capture of DLC and we're gonna do, let's go and watch a little bit of Phil being Phil.
This is how I play the game!
Okay, VLC, anytime.
Oh my god!
Alright, come on, VLC. Be good.
This is how I play the game!
There we go. Snort Brunel. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry. Apologize. Still getting all my stuff set up so I don't have
Oh my god!
I don't have my mute button. I need to... Oh, fell. Oh,
What the fuck?
Holy shit!
I would like that not to fall.
That is an epic fucking intro, dude.
And I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting.
Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
I have to warn everyone.
Sounds good to me.
Where's the audio? No audio. I love the fact that he...
Well, that was a botch. At least you saw the costume. What is going on, everyone? Happy Halloween, Phil here. Sorry for the botch. Welcome to the Level 1 Podcast, everyone, and welcome to my Halloween Spooktacular, the marathon that I do every single year, where I play a marathon of games based on what you have wanted to see, and I dress up in outfits, right? So, this year, of course, I am the Masterpiece Ken Masters.
No!
From Street Fighter. And interestingly enough, you may think that this is just like a basic costume. You're like, you know, this is no big deal. Actually, you don't realize. So just to show you, okay? So the karate gi that I'm wearing, so you see, there's the belt and everything, all right? Is actually, it's not real. I'm actually wearing a full green screen on my body, and this whole thing is actually rendered by Industrial Light and Magic. I don't know if you knew that. And then the wig, as you can see, is actually not a wig. It's a full 14-piece remote piloted animatronic controlled by the Jim Henson Creature Shop. So it took a lot of time and effort to put this outfit together this year. I hope that you guys appreciate it. And if you want me to stand and twirl, you won't be able to see it. I'll stand. But you really won't be able to see much. Because, as you can see, just kind of stuck in front of the camera.
Costume 70 on Amazon
beefy,
without
look,
a
my
wig.
big
What
beefy
the
Street Fighter arm.
$70 for a karate gi that you probably could have gotten at your local McDojo? What the fuck, man?
Oh,
Seriously.
look at that. Look at that elbow.
Ugh.
Yes. I'm ready
No
to fight.
definition in his arms at all.
Pay no attention to this hole right here. That doesn't exist.
It's not a
Okay.
hole. It's the gi has a split down the middle, so it fits a little bit better. The idea is you probably got it. Oh my god, you got it a size too small. You need to go I mean seriously. Phil needs to go up a size in shirts and everything, and he doesn't. And this is why his shit looks so bad, because he really needs to go up a size, and that proves it. Like, those aren't holes. Like, a lot of shirts like that, like Scrubs, that gi's got the same thing that Scrubs do. Is they have a little V-shaped stitch kind of thing in the center to allow it to kind of taper, and so that it doesn't just it kind of is loose fitting. It doesn't stick to you. And the reason that for Phil it looks tight is because Phil's narcissism is basically meant that he doesn't think he needs to go up a size in his shirts. If he went up a size in his shirt, the gi would fit fine. That gi is obviously too tight for him.
Yes. How you guys doing? So I hope you guys are ready for a fun and spooky day.
Yes, he should.
Gameplay,
Yes, Trunks, he should
excitement.
have styled that.
All right,
way, and he
you
didn't.
ready?
Oh, look at me. Oh my god. What the fuck? Oh, it's terrible. I look so stupid. Dude, I look so stupid. I look like a
Always look
fat
stupid.
fuck. Oh.
Woo! So first of all, just so you know, this outfit, okay, is obviously Ken from Street Fighter.
I'm a Karen.
You know, you guys voted on the category of costume that you wanted me to wear for Halloween this year.
Yeah,
And you voted for a video
here's
game
the thing
character.
also, Trunks.
All right, and I was
Here's the
looking
thing
into,
about
what are
one of
the
the things that he
costumes
said.
available this year for video.
He didn't, like, he was complaining that, oh, he couldn't get somebody from a cosplay thing. He basically, here's what he did. He waited until the last possible moment to get his costume ready. Like, everything that Phil does, he never puts any pre-thought into this. Just like he did, if you remember what he was talking about for, his fucking, what was it? Sorry. Oh, look, DSP game. Finally, in the chat. 145. All right, good job, Phil. 10, you're not late. At least. But, like, what he did for Valentine's Day. Like, he did, or even his anniversary. Oh, what was it? No, nothing's ready, because guess what? Like, for Valentine's Day, it's like, dude, you need to do your reservations, like, months in advance, or like weeks in advance. His male wig isn't gendered. And then we see Phil in it kind of. Oh, am I muted? Hold on, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, okay. Wigs are wigs. Yeah, and that's the thing, you have to still style them, and he just, was lazy.
Characters in the light, and I was
Works
looking
for
all
Sanic.
around. And
Yeah,
of course,
I'm
the
still
first thing that comes
toying
to
around
mind
with it. I might
is
have
like,
my noise
gee,
gate
why
a
not
little
like
too high.
Ryu, right,
I don't
from Street
know.
Fighter,
I'll have
because
to
actually
figure this
Ryu
out.
has dark hair, and it would probably be an easier costume to pull off for Halloween.
Wigs
And I
aren't
told you
gendered.
guys the
Hold up
story
a
already
sign
previously this
showing
month, but
it's
you
a
had
male
no
wig.
idea what I
Oh,
was
that-
talking
yeah.
about. So I wanted to get Ryu, and I looked, and by the time
Yeah,
that I
Trunks,
could afford
that's
to get
it.
my
He
costumes
just
this
stuck it on
month,
his
because,
head. He didn't
things aren't
style
great
it at all.
financially, and,
He
at
didn't-
one point I was
he didn't
really,
do
really tight up for cash
anything
earlier in the
as
month,
far as
and I was waiting
actually
till around the middle of the month when I could
any
afford to buy my
extra
costume.
work.
There were Ryu costumes all over the internet that you could get, and they all looked good. But by the time that I had the money, all they had was small, everywhere, out of stock, except for small.
And this is why you should save your money and get this stuff like a month in advance. See, he's blaming everybody. He's blaming them. Why didn't you give me money earlier so I could have bought this? I couldn't buy it because you didn't give me money earlier. Yeah, it's got the ear fucking... Yeah, because that's the thing. Yeah, like, you get a wig and then you have to style it. Like, just to make it look how it's supposed to look. But, he doesn't do that.
And I was like, there's absolutely no freaking way I'm going to be able to fit into a small. It's just not going to happen. So I waited and waited and waited. And then I said, all right, forget it. I have to get something. So I ended up getting Ken instead. But I ordered the costume online. And by the way, if you can believe it, I will not exaggerate here. This is the most expensive costume I've ever bought.
Yeah, you got scammed. Like, the gi is still too small. Like, that costs $70, and I don't understand. Like, you could have just gone, like I said, go to a karate dojo, get a gi there. Just get a gi, get a belt, dye it red. It's not that hard to do. And no, we do not need to hear Phil. We don't need to hear Phil's terrible music.
It was overpriced to hell, all right? But
Well, then get
and then
something
on top
different.
of that, I order it, and it shows up, and it doesn't have all the accessories.
I love that. It's overpriced to hell, but I still bought it.
It didn't have a wig at all. And I was like, how can you be Ken with no blonde hair? That's like his signature thing, his flowing
Then
locks,
dye your
right?
hair blonde.
You cannot be Ken without your signature blonde hair. So I had to then buy another, a wig and everything separate. on top of that. And yes, the wig is actually made of real hair. Absolutely. It's real women's hair. It's amazing. It's very luscious. I can tell they were probably using Garnier Fructis or something because it's so... Look how it flows as I move. It's a natural movement, right?
Oh my god, look at that disgusting mess. Oh, that is disgusting.
Shave, shower, and wear glasses. Be a responsible version of
Disturbing
himself.
and disgusting.
Oh, he'll never do that.
So anyway, I'm the Masterpiece Ken Masters, and I'm sure today you guys will be asking me to do Street Fighter poses like Hadouken, right? And stuff like that.
Like,
Shoryukens.
You know, if
Ken,
you're
you
gonna
really do a
be
Shoryuken
Ryu or
sitting
Ken,
down,
you really
right?
need to like work out in the
Doesn't really
gym.
have the same
'Cause,
effect,
dude,
does
he
it?
has no definition in his arms at
But
all.
anyway,
Jesus
yeah, the
Christ,
thing
dude.
is, I felt if we're going to do a video game character, let's do something pertinent. Well, what did I play recently? The Street Fighter 6 beta. Of course, the best character I used was Ryu, and that's why I wanted to be Ryu, and I couldn't get Ryu, okay? I definitely think that this is a cool outfit. I actually really like this outfit. It's
And Trunks probably...
this is my
Right,
favorite
Ken costume for
Halloween
40
costume
probably
I've
looks
ever
better
worn.
than
I would
whatever
say
he
second
got.
favorite is Ezio Auditore, but this is like my favorite because it's pertinent. Street Fighter, something I grew up playing, something I'm known for playing on the internet. Oh my god! You know what's funny? You can definitely see the ridiculous amount of actual bigoted people on the internet just in my chat. There's people saying things like, "Oh, you're a cross-dresser now" and stuff.
And he takes it so personally.
Because I'm wearing a wig? Like, you think it's funny to say that. It's not. It's not funny. You're basically making fun of people. And you're not even making fun of me. You're making fun of a whole group. Like, this is Ken. It's the whole outfit of Ken with his hair. This is what his hair exactly looks like in Street Fighter. And you're going to sit here and be saying, oh, you're dressing up like a woman. Oh, you're dressing up like a cross-dresser. It's like, so, wow, you want to prove how fucking bigoted
I think I got
and
disconnected for a
immature
second.
and how scumbaggish you are
Well,
that you would say fucked up, insulting stuff like that.
Bill, you didn't style it. It doesn't look at all like Ken. One, Ken doesn't have dirty blonde hair. He has straight up blonde hair. And, you know, you got lazy, and then it looks like a woman. It looks like a woman's hair. It doesn't look like Ken.
On the internet. You're not even insulting me.
Same one.
You're insulting
so for
other
40,
people.
So he lied about
like,
how much
why
it
would
cost.
you even say that? What the fuck's your problem? You're the biggest hypocrite on the planet. It's just messed up. I see, you know, it's ridiculous how many people are still like that on the internet because they think you like, oh, I can just say this and get away with it. No, it's not funny. It's 2022. It's time to fucking wake up. Oh my God, Phil's woke. No, I'm not woke, but like obviously this costume is not meant to be super serious, right? It's kind of silly. So can we roll with it like that instead of immediately having to say stupid shit? Like, can you grow the fuck up? Because I'm not going to be putting up with that all day, people being dumb. You know, like, you're idiotic. Okay?
There we go. The members' goal for the month of November is 1,025 members.
Oh, no. What a greedy bastard.
It's only 100 members. 100 new members on DSP Gaming. And we've already been above that. We had 1,036. I think in 3 weeks we can absolutely hit that. Okay? I think that's viable. It's feasible. And, you know, again, if you guys... like the channel, if you know, become a member yourself, or if you want to support the channel long term, you know, gifting memberships is a great way to do so. Okay.
Trunks,
oh my God,
I found the
drinking
one,
gin.
and apparently,
yes,
it's now it's $50, but also,
if we hit 100,
he had to get the medium large
25 members
size.
Right? Number
so
one,
the fact is,
we're doing a marathon right before.
He literally
Christmas.
got the medium large,
Number two,
and
you
it's
guys
still
are gonna
too
be nominating
small.
The games that I'll be playing on Christmas, and they could be Christmas themed, or they could just be generic games. It's all up to you, whatever you guys want.
Frodo did a super chat. He says, I can't believe you're Chris Chan. Awesome. No. I look nothing like Chris Chan whatsoever. Thanks for the super chat.
I beg to differ.
Ezek did a super chat and says, are you meant to be Ken for Street Fighter? It looks like you're cross-dressing. So here you go. He's basically going with what I said earlier. He's an idiot. So thanks for the super chat. Idiot. Jeffrey Hernandez did a super chat. He says, why are you wearing a dress? Are you supposed to be Hillary Clinton? Yes, I'm cosplaying as Hillary Clinton. I look just like her, don't I? Like dead on. This is what she looks like every day.
This is so great
she
when he gets
mirror,
super toxic.
The beard, the swollen, droopy face, the red
God,
karate
I love it
the
when
gloves,
he gets super
she says,
toxic
now
like
I'm ready
this.
to take on the day.
Him and Chris are the same
There you
age.
go.
Yeah, they are.
Then the
And they're
original
both
Jeff did
autistic.
super chat says Hillary Clinton, Karen Burnell. He thinks he's clever. He's not, but thank you for the super chat.
And that was so funny watching him get so super toxic about this. God, it's so hilarious.
Jason did a super chat. He says, you look hot in the costume. That's disgusting. It's actually revolting you would say that. It's just factually untrue. I do not look hot in this costume.
Also, yeah, we did not need to see your fucking
Actually, no, I do.
hairy-ass
I look like
armpits.
Fabio. It's just Fabio hair. That's why I have to keep doing this. Oh, yes. I can't believe it's not butter. Oh. I can't believe it's not butter. Anyway.
Repeat it again. Maybe it'll
All 2 of you
get
got that
funny.
joke. Oh, of course it would have been. Oh, there goes. I told you. I told you the wig is loose. The whole thing just came off, including the hairnet. Yep.
Oh.
Where did the hairnet go? Oh. I told you guys, this thing pops right off. It's not, it's like, because it's like pressure on your head, and then it's like, boop, it pops off like a cork out of a wine bottle. Popped right off my head.
Oh my god, he's drinking gin. Gin is great.
It's a pain. It's a pain to keep it on.
Because he
Now I look
probably
like a
has to do
custom
something
character
else
made for
to
the
keep the
beta.
wig
There you
on,
go.
but he didn't do it. So,
Alright.
who knows? I don't wear wigs.
It is
so
like
I
a head,
don't know.
exactly, it's like a head condom. You're right.
Right now he's lunch lady Phil.
There we go.
Don't bitch to be boss, man.
It looks nice when it's in place, but then, you know, it looks nice when it's in place, but it falls off. And I'm actually afraid when I'm playing games, it's gonna pop off and stuff.
It's such
too.
a bad.
It's not, like I said, it's not.
I love that it's
super
such a
secure.
bad wig, and
This
his
guy,
ego cannot
okay, this guy's
accept
obviously
that it's
joking.
a bad wig.
He's, hey, can I interview you? This is your friend Adolf Pigler. Remember I told you,
Adolf
literally some
Pigler.
idiot named Adolf Pigler emailed me and asked if he could be the one to interview me.
No.
I was like,
See-
I think I'm going to pass on that one.
See, they miss it. It should be
I
this.
think perhaps it's in my best interest to pass on that offer, okay? Adolf Pigler. There's still this back here.
It's got to be Adolf
And it's still
Pigler.
in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me. It's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money.
Alright, we got one.
Now let's play the game.
Durogs? I do not know Durogs. I know Duros. I know Duros. But he is a Klingon without honor. He is not a good.
Oh my god!
Duros is a Klingon without honor. He killed Worf's wife.
What the
Actually,
fuck?
she wasn't really his wife.
Shit.
It's more of a fuck buddy once.
That is
I
an epic
one night
fucking
stand had a
intro,
kid.
dude.
And I have to warn everyone.
Oh, you mean
What you may
do-rags?
see right now is
No,
going to be
do-rags, yeah, but
absolutely
you wouldn't wear no
disgusting.
goddamn do-rag.
Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
I didn't know
I-
fucking do-rag.
Misclicked. I have been fired from Twitter as well.
So in 2022, when I was
know?
let go from the Twitter
And it was through
company,
email. That's the kicker. Is that I didn't even get like a formal presentation or package. They emailed me to tell me
oh, okay,
that
that's
I
how
was
they spelled
fired from
do-rags.
Twitter.
Huh.
All right. And this is a sad, sad day. Because as you all know, I was an integral part of the company. You know, I don't know how they think they're going to operate without me. Obviously, how they're going to get along without Phil Burnell. I just don't understand.
I love that he has to
But, you
lean
know, it is
in
what it
because
is. If
he's
it's
so
on
incompetent
television,
he
it's gotta
can't
be true.
resize it on the
Inside
fly.
Edition has been a long-running television tabloid show. I mean, this show used to run in like the 1990s. When I was a kid, I used to see it on TV. So obviously, if I'm on Inside Edition,
He
this
wears
has
a
gotta be
do-rag
true.
and goes as Tupac's
All right,
ghost.
there's no way that this could
Yeah,
possibly
but
be
then
fabricated or be
you only
correct.
can
They
do
would
that if he's
never-
biting his
they
nails the
fully
entire
vet
stream.
anything that they put on their show to the point of like triplication, quadruplication of confirming the facts. So there's absolutely positively no way they could put something on their TV tabloid show that would not be factually true. Therefore, when I see this, I gotta believe it's true. I've been fired from Twitter.
Like, it's been tough. You
Oh,
know, my
look at-
life has
look
been
at-
tough
oh,
over
you-
the last decade.
You gonna
yeah.
cry, baby? You gonna
Anyway,
cry,
for those of you who
baby?
maybe are watching this segment and you're like, what the hell is Phil
Oh,
talking
you gonna
about?
cry,
Did you look
baby.
at the picture yet?
Just
Do
wanna
you see
cry,
something a little
Google.
weird on the
Wait,
left-hand
wait,
side?
wait, wait, wait,
Not the
wait.
far left, but look at one to the right of the upper left picture. This is supposed to be a reputable news channel. This is supposed to be a channel that you watch every
Reputable.
day.
Reputable.
Right? For not only celebrity gossip,
Reputable,
but for more
you dumb
important news
fuck.
as well.
How
And they
are
don't
you
vet their
fucking-
information at all.
How are you
This just
fucking
proves it.
valedictorian?
As soon as someone just said they work for Twitter, you just put their fucking
Oh my
their
god, you are
face on the
fucking
front.
valedictorian.
If anything,
reputable.
I'm flattered.
Paulette. Like,
here's why I'm
just-
flattered.
You can't say
They
anything.
actually felt that my picture was
Like,
good looking enough to put on
That's
their show.
as bad as when
That's
I once heard
remarkable.
Harlan
I'm like
Ellison's call it
I am the
Minayutae.
representation
Because he had never
of the
actually
middle-aged
seen
white man,
minutia
I guess.
in real. But then he immediately is like, oh shit, it was minutia? Okay, minutia.
When it comes
Sorry.
to Inside Edition.
But at least he
Yes,
admitted
this
his
is
mistake.
real. People are like, that's real. I didn't Photoshop that. This is real. This was on the show. This is on their, I think this is on their YouTube page right now. Yeah.
Trunks, what I think what it was is that they
You know?
someone put
So
the
anyway,
tweet out
this
there.
is
They
the
just
point I'm
saw the
making
tweet
is
because it's journalism.
They
Yeah.
actually selected
Check
me
sources. Fuck that shit.
out
Gotta
of
go
all
party.
the specimens of the planet to stand out and be on their show. This is the representation of the man, the average middle-aged man who has been laid off from Twitter. Here he is. Wow. I guess I just got that kind of, I just got laid off face, don't I?
Yep.
Certainly, like I said,
Yeah,
certainly not
it
the
all
first time
started
it's
in
happened to me.
2011 when I got fired from the
I've
helicopter
been
company.
through the ringer. Let me tell you though, that's not the face I made when I got laid off. When I got laid off, I was sad as shit. You can even see the video. I have a video from 2010. That was, when I got laid off.
Oh my god.
my
I'm
first
sorry, it was
reactions to
2010
and
when I got
everything.
laid off of the helicopter company. And then I made my oven like, oh.
But yeah, there you go. So
Oh, the cameras did
I
all
am
the
very
whole time,
upset
yo.
that I've lost my position and my employment over on Twitter. It is upsetting. Whenever you lose any kind of employment, it's very upsetting. I had many opportunities over there, and they're all gone now because Mr. Musk treated me so poorly. Like I said, I didn't get a severance package, so I guess I'll try to sue him or something. By the way, just so you know, this is all parody. Not the fact that they used my picture, because they absolutely did, because they're idiots. I mean, how dumb can you be? You have to be fucking brain dead to fucking do something like that and not vet it. But, I mean, it's a tabloid television show. What do you think? They're smart? Do you think
Everybody is
TMZ
stupid
and
except
fucking Inside
me.
Edition? Do you
Dark
think
side
everybody's in their
Phil.
heads? Come on now. I mean, geez.
Oh, hey,
There's
it's
a
a
certain
ride
kind
rake.
of person who watches that.
Oh.
They deserve it. If they believe that nonsense, they kind of deserve it. It is what it is,
I'm gonna have to.
and I'm very upset. And I am looking for restitution. I'm
Good.
coming for
You won't
Mr.
get it.
Musk. Take all your money.
I watched one of your Detractors documentaries on you. It has undeniable evidence. All right, I'm just gonna, in summary, in one clear statement to everyone, because I'm not gonna talk about drama today. It's so stupid. In one clear statement to all of you. All right. Here's what I have to say about the secret limited video and everything else. Okay. Anyone who believes it is gullible and wrong. Do you want to know why? Because I know that it's not true. If I know that it's not true, that the stuff that they're saying about me is fabricated, then I know that nothing that's in there can be right. However,
But here's the thing. You have lied so many times before. How can we trust that what you say is true? So since I cannot trust you at all, I therefore must assume that, hey, what you're saying that this is wrong is suspect. And then I must use my own noggin to know whether it's true or not. See? He's going
likely,
to
as I've
assume,
always
like,
told
he's
you
not,
guys,
he has no
there's probably
reputation.
little nuggets of truth in there. One piece of information that's correct that somehow gets extrapolated into 5 more by guesses, suppositions, assumptions, and logic jumps. If you could get through anyone's documentary about me without 10 logic jumps, I would applaud you. But the thing is, there is absolutely no concrete evidence of anything they're saying. There just isn't. You know, all the things that they claim were the big bombshells are not. None of them tied to me, nor can be actually associated with me. It's just an assumption. Oh, well, we kind of know this about Phil, so then see, this is kind of in line with it, so it must be true. That's not fact. That's logic jumps, conspiracy.
I need to fucking whine.
And that's what I mean. I know none of it can be true because it's not. I know for myself it's not, so I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not desperate to run out there and have to try to defend myself because I know it's all fake anyway. The problem is someone like you who just gives me $1 and says, oh, it's all in there. It's not. It's fake. The Secret Limit is the same fucking person who did the documentary about my escort years ago, which doesn't exist. It didn't exist at all. It was all fake. But that got proven to be disproven. And guess what? Did they ever do a follow-up video to say that it was disproven? Nope. They still got that video up there as if it's fact. It's the same person.
Oh, wait.
Sorry if you're dumb or gullible. I can't help you to not be dumb or gullible. The problem is people on the internet want to be. They want to be
I love the
down
fact
that
that,
path of toxicity
again,
and trauma.
it's
They have fun with.
always...
Oh, it's fun to find out that this is a bad thing about a person. It's all fucking you know? And I know, in my core, I know it's bullshit. None of it's real, so I'm not going to sit here and worry about it.
Oh my god, he's drinking gin. Yes.
I love he always goes back to the escort.
I've been trying to take
Escort's
as
the
much
only
advice
thing you
as I
can
can
do.
recently. I really am. As people who concretely seem to come by and actually care. They're not just being dicks, but they're actually caring. And are like, this is what we think. So here's what I'm going to do. Alright, this is what I've been trying to do recently. You know, try not to bring up, you know, money. Try not to do what people consider e-begging. I've been trying to cut down on that dramatically and just let the streams be what they are. You know, I'll mention the goals. I'll bring it up if, you know, it's something that we're near, like, oh, we're about to hit a goal or whatever. But outside of that, I just let it be and I don't harp on it, right? Now we got someone who just gave me advice. They said, if anyone tries to goad you into talking about those fucking memes, just ignore them completely. I'm literally gonna take this advice. And if I do it, you call me out. I'm officially stating this to the internet. If you see me falling back into those bad practices, call me out and say, you're doing it, Phil, please relax. And that's exactly how you should say. Phil, please relax. And if you say relax, I probably will relax. Because when you say stuff like that, then I realize I'm getting too worked up about it. I'm like, you know what? They're right. Relax. There's nothing important here. And I will, and I'll calm down. But I need your help. Because again, I'm just a flawed human, and I need help to realize when
the thing is, he's trying to do this to see if he can still make money. And what's going to happen is
Adolf Pigler, you are very stupid. All right, guys. Thank you.
Doesn't get the money. He's like, guys, I didn't get the money, so I'm gonna continue begging, beg.
Me when I play the game for supporting the playthrough. Thank you so much. There will be one more major 3-hour stream of this, and then it's gonna go to a night stream where it's 2-hour increments moving forward.
Please remember, guys, with the way tips work now, I gotta keep reminding everyone, if you are going to tip me, be sure to put your name in the body of the tip. If you don't, I will not see your name. That is how I know what you want to be called. If I don't see a name in the body of the tip, I'm just gonna say, thanks to the anonymous tipper. Okay? I received a very generous, listen to this, $50 tip. Another anonymous.
Phil.
Uh-oh.
Hi, my name is... What? My name is... Who? My name is... Dark Sea Deathful. Hi, my name is... What? My name is... Who? My name is... Dark Sea. Deathful.
Oh, dear.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the show. It is time for the Level 1 podcast, where we're all busy having fun down here on Level 1. Today is Tuesday, the 8th of November, 2022. It is a giant new release day. I don't know why I look quite so pink.
It's the
Just like to
ghost.
fix that for just a second. And how y'all doing?
Ghost.
Whoa. Hopefully you're all doing well. Hopefully you're ready for some fun today, because
Yeah,
today's
look at
going
that
to be an
Sanic
exciting day.
t-shirt.
I look much more human now. New release, hype new release, a game that we are all wondering is going to be good or not, right? Me included. I don't know if today's
You
new
speak
release
only
of
for yourself,
Sonic
Phil.
Frontiers
I
is
don't,
going to be good or
I
not.
don't think it's going to be
The
good.
reviews are all over the place.
I don't know if it's going to be that good.
Certainly, for those of us who are fans of Sonic, we want a new hype 3D Sonic game. We've had our fill of the retro stuff with Sonic Mania, and earlier this year we had the Sonic collection of the
Sonic
classics
Mania was
redone
good.
for a modern
Don't
audience with
shit on
widescreen
Sonic
capabilities
Mania.
and
That
the
was
like.
good.
But we want a new Sonic game that takes Sonic into the modern era and that everyone can enjoy. It's so weird that we have had not one, but two majorly successful Sonic movies, but we don't have a modern Sonic video game that's really had any kind of success, right? You know, you have Sonic Frontiers, Sonic Boom, they all just flopped.
Sonic Boom.
So
flop?
today,
I don't.
we're very excited. Did I say Sonic Frontiers? Sonic Forces. Sonic Forces, Sonic Boom. Today, we're trying Sonic Frontiers, and I'm excited. I hope it's good. We're playing it on the Xbox Series X. Again, I've heard many different things about it.
Sway back and forth and back.
I don't know exactly what it entails besides it's open world, and it's going to have some wild, like, courses and tracks to run on. But besides that, we're going to find out today firsthand. All right?
Nort.
And I'm happy to be doing this today. You know what? Let's get this out of the way. Let's get the elephant out of the room. Because he's over there in the corner. He's looking at me, and he's bothering me. Okay? Elephants are cute, but I don't like it when they stare at me. So let's talk about this.
He does not understand.
You will likely notice the vast majority of major content creators and streamers today on the internet will be playing God of War Ragnarok. Okay? As of now, like right now, they're already playing it. And you might say, Phil, I don't get it. Why are they playing God of War Ragnarok? Doesn't it come out tomorrow? And the
he's
answer
gonna shit on them.
Yes. But, as you guys know, which I've been very strongly a critic of over the last several years, these people now get games early. There's actually a whole process to do it. Want to know the process? I can tell you because I know all about it, okay? If you're a content creator with a following on the internet, you apply to be on the contact list and or mailing list for any of several PR agencies that represent games, game studios, and publishers, okay?
Yeah,
Basically,
Shaq, that's the...
You'll have a contact who is the person
It sounds
you
like
reach
it's
out
real easy to get them.
whenever there is a new game that you're interested in and you're looking to get
Might be
an
cool if my
advanced
hood
review
had
copy
spikes
for
on
free.
top.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm
And,
not Corone.
I know
don't
all
have
about the
artists like
process. I
Corone.
know exactly what it is. I don't do it. All right, and we'll talk about that in a moment. What you do is you reach out to these guys, you register with them, okay, and then when it comes time, around the time when new games are coming out, they'll actually reach out to you and say, hey, here's a list of all the games that we represent. Are you interested in any of these? You know, what format would you like them for? Yada, yada, yada. And essentially you apply to get early games and release copies, okay? And if you're deemed worthy enough for various different reasons, because there could be many different reasons why you qualify, you'll get an early copy, and then you get a bunch of qualifying criteria of what you can do with that game at what time. There'll be an NDA or non-disclosure agreement you have to sign to say, I will not violate this agreement. I will not spoil the game early. I will not post up gameplay or anything early.
Explaining NDAs. Good job.
What are the criteria to get games early? The size of your channel and or your stream, whatever it is that you do.
He's about to just complain that, I don't like that they get it early. Like, dude, if he was the guy who was getting it early, he would do that. He's mad because they won't give it to him. But it sounds like it doesn't seem like it's that hard of a thing for him to have gotten an early copy. And it is. He's jealous. It's just full on jealousy at this point. We've heard the same. JDX. Yeah, it's the same talk over and over and over again. It's just this jealous.
Your notoriety in the community, like for example, if you're known as someone who covers a game for a certain reason, accessibility, speed running,
I'm sure.
like that.
I'm sure
what I mean?
Corone
Like
probably got
right? They're the guys
Sonic
who do tech
Frontier
stuff,
a
so
good
they're gonna
bit
get the
early
games
because
for
she's
tech
like
purposes, you see?
basically Japan. She's the
So basically,
VTuber
there's a bunch of
ambassador to
criteria
Sonic
for it. All right, and then if you're deemed worthy enough, I know that sounds like
Yes,
I'm
JDX,
criticizing or whatever. I'm actually not. This is the process. If you're deemed worthy enough to
You
get
are criticizing, Phil. That's the thing. You are criticizing it. You don't like that because it's work for you. You want to basically, like, I look at this. Like, this man who looks, and I think somebody said earlier, he looks hungover. He does. He looks really bad today. Like, he looks so defeated. Like, he's so sad. And his eyes look red, like he's crying. Like he's been crying because he couldn't play God of War early. Yeah, her voice is also in there as well. Like we have to sit through Phil's salt that he can't be toxic. That he cannot stop being toxic long enough for people to give him what he wants.
an early copy of the game, you'll be notified.
Oh,
And
yeah,
usually, not only will you
Coroni's
get
got a
copy
partnership
of the
with
game, but
Sega.
certain games you'll get what's called a press pack, so you'll get a bunch of information about
But
the game.
she
You'll get
has,
some
like,
promotional
her
materials, some
own,
talking points that you can mention in your videos, streams, or social media to advertise
she's
the game.
got her
Because
own,
yes, even though you're
outfits
not
of
being
Sonic.
paid to, it's inherently implied that if you get a game early, you're going to do advertising for it to kind of do a you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours mentality, promote their game. They'll continue to provide free games ahead of time to you.
Well, especially for the big ones, that might be the case. But even the small ones, because here's the thing, Phil, you did that, and then you didn't even say, like, if I remember correctly, wasn't like the Sonic and Mario at the something Olympic Games, he got for free, he got a review copy, and he didn't even say that it was a review copy. Like, most of the time, streamers, if they get a copy, are going to either have a big thing plastered on the screen, or they're going to have a thing where, in the thing where it says, gameplay code provided by the publisher. Like, they're going to be upfront about it. He doesn't want to be upfront about that. That's also something
that will benefit your business in the long run, you see. Sometimes they even send special edition stuff. Like some
he only brought it up after he dropped it. Wow.
A controller that's branded to the game and all kinds of swag.
Like, that's
I got a sweatshirt I can
real
wear on my
shitty.
stream and all kinds of shit like that, depending on, again, the size, the prominence of your channel and stuff like that. All right. Now, in extreme situations, there have been times when these companies actually fly certain content creators out to special launch party events and things that they then cover in detail. They get super advanced access to the games before the games even come out. That's definitely the exception to the rule. Okay, in the modern day, usually it's just you get on that list of favored gameplay streamers and or content creators for whatever reason, and then you get every game for free early. Okay.
And it doesn't
So in
even
the case of
happen
God
that
of War
way.
Ragnarok,
It's
okay,
small
a lot
ones
of people
sometimes
got
will
it
get
early,
more
a
independent
ton.
stuff.
All right. In fact, I was just looking around at some people who were saying, "Oh, I'm playing it early or whatever." People who have channels less than half the size of DSP Gaming, all right, with less than half the viewership, less than half the subs, actually got a copy of God of War Ragnarok early. All right.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining. All right. I'm not saying that I wanted it.
Bullshit. Yes, you are complaining. Good God, Phil, you are whining and complaining because that's what you wanted. That's what it is. You are whining and complaining because you didn't get it. Because the whole thing is half the view of DSP Gaming. That's the whole thing. It's like, he's trying to basically say, like, I'm bigger than them and I didn't get one. That's not fair. It's like, Phil, you are toxic. You keep calling devs idiots. You keep saying they lie about lag. I saw last night where you're basically, now that you're getting salty about Modern Warfare, you're now saying, oh, the latency's a lie. Like, they're always lying. It always is a lie, Phil. Everybody's always lying. How about this? Maybe actually look into your soul. That little grimy thing that, looks like a patch of fucking, looks like something that your cat son Jasper barfed up on your pillow, on your blanket or whatever the fuck. Why don't you look into there and see that the reason nobody gives you any of these things, the reason you're not given these things is because you're toxic. Because you completely blame everyone else. You could play shit and still get the game. But no, it's everyone else's fault and you're the golden guy who's done nothing wrong. That's why you're where you are, 14 years later, stuck, not even on level 1. You're stuck in the tutorial.
Early. I did not. As I told you guys, I am staunchly against this practice. I believe this creates an elitist group of people who are seen as the...
You're only against it if you don't get it. If the fact is they gave it to you right up front, you would be fine with it. You've used it before.
Favored golden content creators. I think it gives them an unfair competitive advantage in the business. Just in general. I don't think that anyone should have that ability to cover a game early like that. There are a few distinct exceptions. For example, yes, I think Digital Foundry should get a game early because they're not game reviewers of the content. They're game reviewers of the technical performance. That's a little different, and they need extra time to...
ESP, I just broke up with my girlfriend. Do you think it's for men? Huh?
do that. I think that someone who's reviewing a game for accessibility purposes...
Oh, accessibility purposes. Uh-huh. So you see, he needs to make sure that he doesn't piss off his butt buddy, Super Blind Man. It's like Jim Sterling. Well, yeah. Well, also, you know, Jim Sterling really should be complaining about the fact that he's Jim Sterling. You know, fuck him. No, Jim Sterling can go fuck himself. Reviewers with that fucking persona, like, fuck off. Like, yeah. Well, yes, yeah. The thing is, he shits all over devs. He calls them all idiots and they don't know what they're doing. And then he wonders why these companies are not interested in giving him any kind of review code. It's like, dude, you fucked around, you find out. Like, I'm sorry. He wants to talk about how he's real and honest. What he really is he's just toxic. And all this toxicity has basically made it so that nobody wants to work with him.
Absolutely should get a game early because they need to replay and review the game for people to know on day one, can I even buy it and play it for my requirements for accessibility? So there's some people who absolutely should still be getting these games early. But in general, the vast majority of people who get games early should not be getting them early. It doesn't serve any extra purpose to be getting it a week or two early, to have a review out a few days beforehand. It's ridiculous. Today, most people trust the independent reviewers over the mainstream media anyway, so why do we care about having these guys have their reviews out so early?
Here's the thing. The streamers are mostly the independent reviewers. They're the ones playing it. They're the ones who are going to give you at least the initial feelings of it. And you can see a bit of the game or, you know, get their own thing. But, you know, instead it's like, Phil, like, the problem is that folks it would be like if someone, like, let's say, like, oh, who's a fucking bad movie? It'd be like fucking Movie Bob, that fat fuck. That fat Nazi fuck basically decided to go and be like, oh, you know, these people shouldn't be seeing this movie early and all that. And you're just like, you know what? Go fuck yourself. Here's the thing. The reason they get this early is so that I can figure out, do I want to spend my $70 on this? $70 is a lot of fucking money. I don't get that money lying around. Fuck that.
It doesn't make sense. And in fact, a lot of the times it's a double-edged sword that comes back to bite the game makers, because take a look at God of War Ragnarok. The plot leaked last week. Luckily, I've avoided it. But people...
The plot leaked? Didn't you spoil it? Didn't you spoil it? Didn't you spoil the ending, Phil? Excuse me. Sorry. Didn't you spoil the ending on your podcast? Like, you fucking... and you're like, look, I thought everybody knew this. It's like, fuck you, Phil.
People have been spoiling the shit out of this game all over the internet.
Like you.
And it serves them right. They just shouldn't have been sending out copies that damn early.
Oh, yeah, blame...
so that idiots would spoil it, which they always do. It's not even like the exception to the rule anymore that it gets spoiled. It always gets spoiled now. Every major fucking game will get spoiled if you send it out early. So I don't know how they haven't figured this out yet, okay?
Yeah, they should listen to me, a man who basically can't actually, you know, put anything together, he has $5,000 of business expense, and his stream looks fucking awful. Like, he's recording it with a tin can, and who I've had 14 years experience, but I still don't understand that I shouldn't snort into the microphone and stop hitting the microphone and maybe get a new microphone. Like, I mean, Soren, yeah, I know. Why should he care about something? Like, no, but I mean, hold on, hold up. Oh well. Oh damn.
So today,
I missed that super chat.
November
Sorry.
8th, 2022, when you're looking all over the internet and you're like, why is like almost every single content creator and streamer streaming God of War Ragnarok and not Phil? That's why. Because they play the game. Okay, I was going to say, is this light working? Yeah, it is. You know what? Hold on a second. Trying to see if I put it at a different angle, if it'll look better. It actually looks better like that. It does look better like that. It's more of a 3D perspective. You see that?
No one cares, Phil.
Cool. I think it looks better like that. Anyway, yeah, basically anyone out there who's playing it early are one of the people who applied to get it early, one of the people who did the review early, and now they get to play it a day early. Okay? In my entire history of covering games for the internet, 14 years, there is one game where I did this. It was Fallout 4. All right? That was it. The one game ever.
I don't believe that that's the one game ever. I'm sorry. Like, that's no. You've done others. That Mario versus Sonic, you got a free
Outside
copy.
of that, I just never cared. I don't apply to be early for this stuff. Because here's the thing, and this is my philosophy, and you can completely disagree, and that's totally cool. Because today seems to be the whole get that bag mentality. By any means necessary, make money, make a living, putting content on the internet. Don't care what you shill, don't care how you get it, as long as you make money. That seems to be the mentality of the vast majority of content creators out there. That seems to be what a lot of people are okay with. I'm not okay with that personally. To me, I want to be someone who stands by, what he believes in when it comes to content creation, when it comes to gaming in general. I personally don't believe that I am any better, any smarter, any more important than anyone else on the internet. Okay? I don't believe that whatsoever.
That's
And
bullshit. Yes, you do.
just so you know, I have no intentions of trying to get games early. I don't play the game. I know exactly how the game is played. All right? Because I've been there. I've done that. I know how to register. I know how to talk to these PR people. I know how to get these games early. I absolutely, positively, 100% could have gotten God of War Ragnarok early if I wanted it. I wouldn't have been able to stream or record.
Oh my god. Excuse me. Sorry. Oh boy. Baxter, you read those 5 emails. Oh boy, I want to see that. He's like, think about it, he's like, I could get it if I wanted to. It's God, he's so He exists for a day when he's, but now he's jealous that others are milking God of War Ragnarok. Yeah. Yeah, every time he copes is amazing. He takes his time to criticize everyone and try to cope with his dying fuck. Yeah, no, CM Turbo, his insecurities are just on center stage.
Record it for you
He's
guys.
insecure that he's
Instead, it would have all had
not
to be done
able to get
offline,
this.
which is kind of counterproductive because what's the point when I'm a full-time streamer and I stream 6 days a week? When was I going to find to play God of War outside of my regularly scheduled streams? Right? I stream so much compared to these other content creators that I wouldn't have even had time to play this game regardless if I got it early. So it's kind of counterproductive. What's the point of me trying to get shit early if I can't play it for you guys, right? But the thing is, I honestly, inside, deep down, doing this for 14 years, I feel like I'm on the same level as all of you. Down here on level 1, I guess we could say, right? I don't feel like I'm up here at level 10, level 20. I'm not some elitist guy who gets everything early, nor do I want it. I just want to play at the same time as you. I want to experience it the same way you do. That's just how I feel. That's my true feeling. I feel like people who get it early, sadly, a lot of the times, and again, there's exceptions. If you're someone who gets a game early and it's solely on the fact that you have a unique perspective to bring, you're reviewing it for the graphics, you're reviewing it for accessibility, those are exceptions to the rule. But the vast majority of people who are trying to get these games desperately early to put out an early review for clickbait, to be able to play it a day early on stream, they're in it for the bag. They're in it for the money. They're in it for the...
And you are too. I'm sorry. Thanks for the money, dummies. Like, Phil, you have no love for this. And everybody can see it. Like, you have a fucking... You have an 8-ball here. You don't even have an $8 animation. The 8-ball. You didn't even do anything like that.
The notoriety, the viewership, and the thing is, they've created an elitist group that all cover each other and all get each other's back. So when someone criticizes one of them for playing it early, everyone else comes up in arms. Fuck you, fuck you. No, fuck you. Because people have a right to have their own feelings about things, and people have a right to say rightly that you're probably doing it for the money. Because if you didn't care about getting that day 1 early copy, then you would probably play it on normally like everybody else, I'm just not there. I don't care about doing it early. I'd rather cover games at my own pace. I'd rather do really in-depth streams and gameplay playthroughs for you guys that are covering all the aspects of a game that I'm really enjoying. And that
it's
way
full of shit. Everyone I know on Twitch with the code from Sony is streaming it right now.
You guys know that. You guys know that 100% of the gameplay, the commentary, the criticism that I bring to a playthrough is legit.
The time he broke the law.
And it's mostly because I don't do it for the money. I'm just not taking the bag.
I love this. This is cope of him even trying to convince himself that he is not just in it for the money. He is trying to fucking do that. And yes, Trunks, he is so salty. He's salty that he didn't get because especially because they basically used him in their thing of like, yeah, we need to make sure everyone, even regards like this guy, can play our game. He's so fucking salty that he didn't get a thing. Like, dude, you weren't gonna get it. Sorry. That just ain't gonna fucking happen. That's just life.
Opportunities. And this morning, I woke up, I had 5 freaking emails about companies that want me to promote their games. 5. I'm not even exaggerating. 5. A bunch were indie games. One was one of these PR companies that says we represent a bunch of games. And I was, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do my own thing. I like doing my own thing. You guys like me doing this way. That's why you support the streams. That's why you support the content, and I really appreciate that. Okay, so thank you.
5
to those who
emails.
Support my efforts.
That's
to
the
remain
whole thing.
independent
They
and not
want
have to shill games and
they want
products
to
to
see
you.
it.
And please understand, that's why I'm one of the few content creators on the planet that are not playing God of War today. Because I'm going to play it tomorrow, like all of you. I'll have access to it the same time you will. I'll play it at exactly the same time that you're going to play it. It's that simple. Okay? So, thank you for that and understanding. I would much rather today play Sonic Frontiers. I know God of War is going to be good. I'm not stupid. I love God of War 2018. I know that this is next, Ragnarok is likely going to be a Game of the Year contender, right? I know it's going to be an insanely long playthrough from what people are saying about the length of the content. It's going to be probably a month or longer to beat it, and I'll be balancing it with a million other games, and that's fine. I'm in no rush. I'm actually more interested today in Sonic Frontiers because this is the big question mark that everyone has, okay? So, thank you all. And it's funny because some people criticize me and say, well, Phil, when you say all the time that your money is tight and some weeks you're living paycheck to paycheck and all this, how can you do it? Because that's just me. To me, it's easier for me to sleep at night knowing that I am true to myself and my own beliefs than take.
I would rather take your money than have to take corporations' money because they're going to make me actually do things for them. Here, I can just take your money and I give you shit and you just come back. Like,
taking the bag. You know what I'm saying? Because some people are just into taking the bag.
Taking the bag. I never keeps using this word. Like, this is so weird. Like, he must have heard it from somewhere, and it's like
I'm not. I can't do that. I.
Yes, you can, Phil. You have ripped people off before. You can rip people off. I mean, it's so funny. It's so funny listening to him be like, "Oh, I don't ever do this." When it's like, yeah,
I'm that
no,
kind of person where I just can't. I would actually hate myself if I was just someone who was constantly taking money here, shill this, shill that, add here, add there, big.
Whatever happened to the sponsored indie games on Twitch? I remember you being in the front page of Twitch at one point and on TwitchCon. Did Twitch just stop sending you then? Like, the thing is, what the thing is this is really fucking insult. This should be really insulting to the pay pigs because it's basically saying, I won't take their money. I want you to basically fund my life. Yeah, instead of having to work and be responsible, he wants to beg and call his pay piggies dummies or worse. Yeah. Like how he takes Snowcrawl's money. Yes. Yeah. Like, man, I would rather someone instead of, oh, you know what? It would be like if, let's say Piece of Peace, it was like, yeah, he still did his Jasper's Angels, but yeah, someone then just like, let's say like Call of Duty, COD basically, paid him to do, streams after Phil did, and it was like, you be as toxic as you want. At least then it's like, no, you get the money from the corporations. Who cares? We know the score at least. Just let them know. But the fact is that, yeah. Like, it's just, he thinks that, he honestly literally thinks that begging for money from his pay pigs is more honorable than getting this money from sponsorships and therefore not having to beg as much.
Paid product placement in my video that, and maybe you know what? Maybe that's because I started back in the day before any of that was possible, right? I started as a content creator in 2008. All right, back then, there was no taking of the bag. There was no paid promotional opportunities. It was just make videos, and you're lucky if you can monetize them. Because back then, you couldn't even monetize gameplay. So maybe it's just because I've been around for so long that's my mentality. And since then, there's been entire generations of new content creators that they grew up in this commercial atmosphere where everything is.
Bill's mentality, why should I do the adult thing to secure my future and live comfortably when I can just beg and make morons fund my addiction? Oh, yeah. Well, not only fund it. Well, here's the thing, Wormy Sid. Here's the difference, though. Bill doesn't see it as an addiction. Like, he's in complete denial that he has an addiction. He has a problem. Yeah,
an ad, everything's for money.
Yeah, no,
why
you're
am I
still
making a video unless I'm making a buck on it today, right? That's just not my mentality. It never has been. My mentality is I'm putting out content for you. You enjoy the content. If you're enjoying the content, then you'll support it. It's free content. It's not, oh, I'm only making this video because there's a paid advertisement placement in it that I make money on. Or, oh, you know, I'm only streaming today because I can play God of War early and I get advanced views and I get inflated views and, you know, I can make money on it. That's not why I stream, all right? I've also told you guys this, and this is quite frankly the truth. If I ever, all right, if I ever were to, like, never need to stream again, like if I were to win the friggin' lotto or something like that, I would still stream. It just would be way decreased from what I do today, for sure, all right? But I definitely would still stream. Why? Because I love this. I love gaming. It's been my life.
Bringing up the lottery when the Powerball is the highest it's ever been.
As well as my job. You understand that? That's why I do it. There's been many times over the years where people were like, you should just quit. It's not worth it. The harassment you get, the messed up stuff that's happened to you and your family, you should just quit. And I'm like,
get a job.
You're probably
Phil.
right. But I'm kind of a stubborn jerk. And when people tell me I can't do something or I'm no good at something, I tend to try to prove them wrong. And that's always kind of been...
and you don't prove them wrong. You are a shit at gaming.
So, to me, that's just me. Now, Mango Jewel Pods, just did a super chat. If you could read off 5 emails right now without having to dig around for them, I'll tip $100. Well, I deleted them all, but they would be in my deleted box. And by the way, I do not believe he's going to tip me $100. Let me see just quickly if I can find them. What I have to do is I have to load all of my fucking junk now because
got to
I
dig.
have so many, you have no idea. Oh my god, I got so many.
Uh-huh. Hey, Ice Yamamoto, how's it going?
Actually, here's an email from someone who says they're a professional video editor and they want to edit my videos and make shorts. Okay. So that's not even one. That's something different. I have to look here. They're all my deleted. Here's one. This was a follow-up. Oh, no, this is the same guy. He emailed me twice. Well, YouTube shorts. Here. My name is... I'm not going to give the guy's name. My name is... Bleh. I'm an influencer relationship manager for an agency at... And I'm not going to give you the name of the company. We've been allocated a further budget for Q4. We've asked to gauge your interest in working with the following brands for 60-second pre-roll and mid-roll integrations. And it gives 3 indie games. Is this something you'd be interested in? Please reply to this email with a copy of your demographics, blah, 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 blah. So there's one. This is going to be hard to find because, like I said, they're all my deletes.
Yep. See,
Actually,
yeah, because he's like, oh, well, I'm going to have to... You have to... If you got to dig for him... He's doing this to try to get that money, but...
I don't know. That's just one I just pulled.
Yeah,
Like
so he's not
there's
going
a
to get the
bunch that I
money.
every day.
Sorry, you're not going to get the money because you had to dig for him.
It's usually indie games that you get that for. If you want the bigger games, those you have to go out of your way and register for yourself. Those you're not going to actively get offers in your inbox. Oh, here you go. Partnership offer for DSP Gaming.
He's literally doing this so he can get that money.
I'm going to say the name of it. We're an official YouTube partner. We work with large creators all over the world to help develop your channel. We want to make money off of it. You have potential for growth and earnings. We would like to advertise our products on your channel. Please contact me and let's have a discussion. There's one right there. Okay? There you go. That's 2. I was wondering where they all were because I knew there was more than just 1 or 2 here. All right. That's all. I'm not going to keep looking because I know there's way more, but I'm not going to keep digging through my 400 deleted emails a day. Right?
On a Hotmail account. Like, Phil...
In reality, I got, like I said, I'm getting offers about people who want to edit my stuff too, which is weird because making shorts is so easy. I don't know why anyone would offer to make shorts.
If it's so easy, how come your shorts are so terrible? I mean, they suck. Yeah, no, it's not proof. The thing, it very much reminds me of like the 25 push-ups. He will say it, but it's like, no, we want fucking proof on screen, and he won't do it. He just will never do it. It took effort to dig up for 5 mystical emails of like, dude.
That's really weird to me. Like
here's the thing, Phil. No one, and this really shows Phil is just, for as much as you want to say, I have a business degree, he doesn't understand anything. No one cares about raw gameplay. Okay? You can stream it, but a lot of times, unless it's a stream archive, like your actual, edited content, like that KO Gaming, you should have had somebody edit for you. But you're like, I don't have anybody. And it's like, well, you should have been thinking about that shit.
Want to make shorts for you. Like, why can't I do that myself? That's like 10. You saw last night, and we're going to talk about this. Yesterday, I started my new mentality when it comes to making, YouTube shorts every day. And I told you guys that every day I'm going to try to make a short if I can, based off the gameplay I do. And making those 2 shorts, or actually I made 3 shorts last night, actually was quicker and easier for me than it was to do like the short schedule. Seriously. So
the snort schedule.
Yeah, I don't know why you would pay someone to do that unless you're just someone who's so effing busy. I don't know.
Some people are.
Yeah, I can't find any.
They actually put
2.
work into it.
There you go. I found 2. I know I had more than that, but I found 2. There you go. Call me a liar now.
Oh yeah, it's snort schedule. Yeah. Oh
Anyway,
yeah, no,
so I get
it's
stuff like that
pretty
every
bad.
day. Like very rarely would a day go by when I don't get something like that. Hey, I work for an agency. I represent a bunch of games. Would you like to advertise these games? You could either do pre-roll, post-roll, or a paid advertisement. Because there's been actually companies that are not just games, but also like game peripherals and things like that. And they're like, we want to advertise. What was one of them was like gum. It was like we advertise energy gum, and we're trying to get into the gamer market, and we'd like you to advertise our energy gum and stuff like that. I get those again regularly, and I don't take them because I don't want to be that to you guys. I want to be the guy who's here to relax and chill with you guys. Mango says, I didn't call you a liar. I gave you more money. I don't know what you're talking about. Wait, Mango, I didn't say that you did that. What are you talking about? But people are so sensitive. Mango, stop being sensitive. Stop that right now. I didn't insult you. Why are you acting like...
I don't know, because you basically said, oh, you probably won't do it. That's probably why. Anyway, I have to tell you all in full disclosure, this REE-STREAM has a sponsor. I just received a sponsorship, so here we go. The sponsor for this REE-STREAM, Nuts and Gum, together at last. So if you see that in the store, please buy it, because they give me a big check. You probably didn't even hear that.
like I did? Come on. I did not insult you, okay?
Yeah, you
Okay.
kind of did.
Anyway, so let's get back on topic here. I'm not playing God of War Ragnarok today. I'm playing it tomorrow, starting tomorrow all day long. All right? So I'll be here tomorrow playing it. If you want to see my God of War Ragnarok playthrough, it begins tomorrow. It's going to be ongoing for like a month to a month and a half. I'm going to be balancing that with all the other new releases.
Month
You're
to
gonna
a
get
month and a
ridiculous amount of God of War
half?
Ragnarok
What the
coverage here on
fuck,
ESPN.
man?
Think of it like this. I'm going to cover it the same way I covered Elden Ring. I'm going to give it as
Oh,
much time as it needs.
Jesus.
I'm going to do all the side content that I find meaningful. I'm going to give it a fair shake. Okay? Fair enough?
You
all
would have
right.
expected something Toka related?
But today's all
Yeah.
about Sonic. The big question mark. Is Sonic Frontiers good? We already talked about the reviews yesterday and how everyone is
You haven't
not in
played
agreement
it
about
yet.
the game, if it's good or not. So we're going to find out today firsthand. Now, in celebration of the release of a new 3D Sonic game, number one, I'm wearing my Sonic the Hedgehog. Well, one of my
Honest
two
review of
Sonic the
Elo
Hedgehog
Hell.
shirts.
I don't remember that, but yeah. Also, he's not honest with his reviews. So none of the game industry is ever going to trust him. I'll be streaming this game till I finish it. We'll see how long it is. I mean, I'm sorry. This might just be the pre-stream. I don't know if I can do the whole stream, but that's okay. That God of War thing, it's gonna take like 30,000 hours, and it's like, oh, it's gonna be. Ugh.
In a special move. You ready for this?
Nope, I am not ready for anything. Hold on. Did we? Jimmy's.
In a special move. You ready for this?
Look at his blue plaid jammies. Aw, it looks like Phil's gonna have a sleepover. He's gonna have a little sleepover. Sleepover.
I'm just messing with you guys. I was ready to sit down like a minute ago. Oh, you got the new animation. Cool. You guys finally got to see the new animation. That's the first time I played on stream. That's for a was that a $10 super chat? I forget if it's the $10 or $20 level super chat.
You don't
so you
even
got to see
remember?
That. Cool.
Of
You got to see that, and the $30 ticket to play that animation as well.
Who cares?
Anyway, in a special move, yes, today and today only, if we hit the hat goal of $100 of tips raised, it will be the return of the Sonic hat. Yes, this hat is a storied hat. I wore this hat at first when I got Sonic Generations a million years ago. It came as a pre-order bonus when you bought Sonic Generations over a decade ago. All right. Then,
well, of course he ignores the tip. He always says shout-outs at the end of this long-ass dumb stream.
Playthrough in 2016, was it? I think it was 2016, maybe 2017, but I think it was 2016 when I played Sonic 2006. So this only comes by every once in a while for a special occasion. And I decided for today, for the launch of Sonic Frontiers, yes, this will be eligible for the hat goal. And I will be uncomfortable wearing it because this hat is very warm. It's like wearing a pillow on your head because it really is. It's pillow material in there. So when you wear it, you start sweating. You're like, oh. But I will do it. If we hit the $100 goal today, we will go fast. The blue blur will return. I will wear the Sonic hat. Okay? That's what I do for you guys. I make myself suffer. So I'll actually put the Sonic hat down here. It will be on deck and ready if we hit the hat goal for today. Okay? All right.
He's got the autism hat.
Very nice. Okay, so Sonic Frontiers is the first stream. I'm hoping for the best. Let's hope that it's good, and we'll go from there. All right? Later tonight,
6:45 p.m. Pacific time. Disney Dreamlight Valley Chill Fun. I'm excited for this, and here's why.
No.
First of all, we are literally on the edge of nonstop new release content. Sonic, God of War Ragnarok, the new Dark Pictures game, Devil Within Me, Evil West, the new Pokemon game, among others. These are just some of the few off the top of my head.
Yeah,
that are coming out
Christian
in the next few
needs
weeks.
that one
Plus,
back.
Continuing and finishing Gotham Knights, Modern Warfare.
Maybe when
multiplayer. We are
Christian
in
gets out of jail,
1,000,000% new games
Phil will
coming out.
send
Like,
that
everything's gonna be a new
to,
smash hit. So tonight
we'll send that
is
to
gonna be
Chris.
pretty cool because we get to have kind of a nice chill way to slide into the new content. I don't know how often I'll be able to play Disney Dreamlight Valley moving forward. Maybe once a week, if that, if we're lucky, because we're gonna have so many new releases we're juggling. I'm gonna need those streams to cover the new releases and make progress. So I'm excited to be able to play this tonight and have a chill experience. Last time we played it, we unlocked a new character, we unlocked a new area with another new character, we unlocked new abilities, so it was basically like tons of progress. So I'm excited tonight to continue on with that progress that we had last time, and we always have a very fun, interactive time, lots of conversation, lots of interaction. I'm looking forward to that tonight, 6:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, all right? Tomorrow, all day long, it's God of War Ragnarok. It's on the first stream, it's on the second stream, all right? So I'm excited for that, obviously. I'm off from streaming on Thursday. When I return on Friday, it's more God of War Ragnarok, and that'll be paired with a late-night stream of Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer, also now known as Friday Night Firefights, as I'll be planning on trying to do that every Friday night. Saturday, we'll switch back to Sonic Frontiers, so we'll have another major stream of Sonic Frontiers Saturday. Saturday night, we'll probably do more Gotham Knights, as we try to continue on with the game and advance in the plot. Once we advance a little bit more in the plot, we have one more major side quest in that game against Clayface, and then it's the finale of the plot. So we're getting there. We're almost done with Gotham Knights, but we definitely need to make some more advancement before we can finish up all the side content and stuff like that. But it's been a great playthrough, all right? So there you go. Great schedule coming up. I'm excited for all the new release stuff that we'll be juggling, and I hope that you guys will be around. Now, I totally understand many of you may not want to be around for the premiere of God of War tomorrow, because many of you likely will be playing it for yourselves. And if that's the case, I wish you well. I hope you enjoy the game. But understand, the vast majority of people who are playing God of War Ragnarok will always be ahead of me in the game. Reason being, I'm going to be playing it, a full day. So yeah, I'm going to be playing it like 5 or more hours that first day tomorrow. But after that, I'm immediately off a day.
Look, so basically, he's trying to tell you, okay, you may be gone for the first day, but then you need to be back here and supporting my stream.
So by the time I come back on Friday, most of you will be way ahead of me, okay? As you know, I'm a variety streamer. I'm not going to be playing God of War Ragnarok nonstop.
As you know.
Alternate and then another stream.
Stop saying as you know.
So being that I'm only going to make about 3 hours of progress every day, I really doubt that most people won't be ahead.
Like Phil, I watch streamers who do death streams. I watch a stream, one of the people I watch on Twitch, they literally, there. I literally watch someone, I watched some folks on Twitch who, they one time did a 36-hour Twitch stream of Ratchet Clank Cracking Time, alright? You doing, I only do 3 hours a day? Well, that's on you.
Ahead of me. So I totally understand if you can't be here tomorrow for various
shit.
reasons. You don't
They're
want
going to
spoil,
abandon
but
your
I'm
streams
certain
and he
most people
won't
will join me
understand
later on
why,
Friday,
because it
Friday.
happens
You're gonna be here
every
tomorrow.
fucking
You're likely
time.
going to be so far ahead of me that there's not going to be any spoilers. And in fact, what a lot of people like to say they like to do is play into the game themselves, then come back and watch me play it later on when they're ahead of me to see how I tackle the same stuff they've already done. They enjoy watching me replay the areas they've already played to see how I do things differently or what I have to say about them, okay? So, good stuff coming up this week, all right, guys? Let's do a little bit of odds and ends coverage around here, all right?
Odds and ends?
One thing, I want to give you guys an update, because you guys have been asking me for several days, update on the interview, all right?
Why are you swaying?
People who I'm interested in doing my interview with. They're still very interested as well, but we've all been talking about it and realized we're all kind of busy, including me, obviously, but we're all kind of busy right now. Talking specifics of how we want to do it. And like I said, there's 3 people in particular who I have in mind, and they all have a completely different idea of how they want to do an interview with me. Likely, if we're going to do anything, it's going to be in December at this point. Just to let you know, we've talked it out, and it's kind of like it's going to probably be in December. When things start to slow down a little bit with the games, it makes more sense then. But I am still in talks, and I'm actually, thinking about maybe having a conversation with 1 or 2 of them outside of just like, email or DMs, but maybe having a call and, talk about the various ideas and things that we have, how to go about it. Interestingly enough, yes, some of these people are well known for interviewing people, and some of them are not. Some of them are making different kinds of content, but they're actually going out of their way because they want to interview me particularly because of my unique situation on the internet. So, we'll see.
Don't believe you.
Oh, by the way, I fully believe that remember I told you that there was and by the way, I'm glad I didn't mention it. Remember I told you that there was a major gaming journalism outlet, that there was someone who was claiming to represent them and wanted to possibly have me on their show, maybe in December, to talk about like online harassment and the history of kiwi farms and stuff like that. So I told them I would be interested. Let's talk a little further. They came back to me and said, oh, okay, but what we'd like to do is we'd like to send you an NDA, all right, that you sign first, and then we'll go from there. And I was like, well, I'm not going to sign anything until we talk about the ins and outs. I don't even know about the show. How does the show broadcast? Where does it broadcast? Is it a live show? Is it a pre-recorded show that gets uploaded to the internet? How would I be involved in the show? Do I have to call in via, like, one of these online services? Or, I just wanted the details of the show before I would sign anything. They've ghosted me now. That was like, because I said I want more details before I'll sign anything, immediately cut off contact for like a week to a week and a half. I heard nothing. So it's like, I get the feeling this is someone who was probably lying about who they were and misrepresenting who they were, and probably weren't actually representing any games journalism group at all. They were full of shit, and they were probably trying to get me to sign something.
Oh,
You know
poor
what I'm
baby.
saying? That didn't make sense. To try to say, Hobby, gotcha moment or something. So
gotcha moment.
Whatever.
Give
in
me
reality,
that
that wasn't what I was looking
gotcha.
for anyway.
Give
I
me
wasn't looking
that
to be on someone else's
gotcha.
show, a games media show, to talk about kiwi farms. I wanted to be interviewed about my own situation and get the air cleared out there about stuff regarding me.
Yep.
You know.
Never
so,
capitalize on home funk.
Yeah, I don't know
going
what that was
viral.
about, but I haven't heard from them in a long time.
He took
So
a
it's probably
week for
bullshit.
state.
It probably was.
Yeah,
It probably,
no,
you know, when I
that
first announced
thing
it,
still
2
ran.
weeks ago,
He's
it
always, he is always, he'll never capitalize on anything. So
I mean, a bunch of people were rushing to try to fuck with me, right? And that was probably one of them. But I still have, you know, several legit people interested. And once I have information updates, I'll let you know. Right now, it's actually more on me than anything else. Because some people were like, "I'll just interview right now," and I was like, "I just can't do it right now. I'm too busy. You know, I want to wait till things calm down a little bit. Maybe I can make some time out of my schedule, say in like early December. It makes more sense." So there you go. No, Plum Girl. Basically, what I'm going to do, whoever I eventually interview with, we're going to end up having a conversation before the interview anyway. And essentially what I'm sure we'll do is talk about what's the topics, and I'm sure it's going to be all about the drama shit surrounding me on the internet, which is kind of what I want it to be about, so that I can directly address and counter all the bullshit, you know? But
you won't
would there be a
counter
situation where they give me the gotcha moment? Maybe. I don't know. I mean, how do you prevent that? You can't. The thing is, I am 100% confident in doing an interview. And the reason I am is because I know that all the bullshit people say about me is false. I have zero fear that there's going to be some kind of a giant revealing gotcha moment, because there can't be. Because it's not true. You see, if this were all true shit, then I'd be actually, oh my god, you know, maybe they're gonna hit me with something. I'm not. I know it's all bullshit.
All you're
you know?
gonna
So
do is
because of that,
deny,
I'm not afraid.
deny,
I don't have
deny.
an interview, an honest interview with anyone. About
Bill, all you're gonna do is deny, deny, deny. But then the fact is, oh, we're good, moist, critical, and he'll be like, could you give me the itemization of this $5,000 a month in business expenses? Like, that's all they have to do, and then they kind of got you, because you won't gonna have anything. The fact is that, like, that bankruptcy document, that was public record. Because these are public debts that, you know, these are debts that are public that got wiped away.
about it, I'm just not worried. I have literally no fear. The thing is, there's going to be people who won't believe what I say anyway, but that's not who I'm really doing this for. You know what I mean? Okay. Anyway, continuing on, the only final topic I want to talk about before we get to the news segment is the memberships. Guys, as you know, we have a membership goal for the month, and if we hit that membership goal, I'm doing a holiday marathon event right before Christmas. I'm not exactly sure what the date would be yet, but that holiday event would be very exciting because I'll be dressed up in holiday-themed attire, like Christmas sweaters and shirts and hats. I'll be drinking liquor during the event. It's the one stream a year I actually imbibe myself in alcoholic beverages.
Imbibe yourself? Okay, I don't know how to say this, but you don't imbibe yourself when it comes to liquor. You imbibe liquor. Liquor. Oh my God, Phil. See, this is what gets me more than almost anything else, is when he decides he wants to use these words like he thinks he's really, really smart. Excuse me. Because it's not imbibe myself, it's imbibing is taking in liquor. So you imbibe liquor, you drink, you ingest liquor. You are not ingesting yourself liquor. Indirect. I mean, you know what? We're gonna hold on. We are going to do a little bit of a. I'm going to do a little grammar field trip. So. All right. Imbibe. Drink. Alcohol. Oh, you can't see that. All right, so here we go. Drink alcohol. They were imbibing far too many pitchers of beer. To absorb or assimilate ideas or knowledge. She had imbibed the gospel of modernism from Kandinsky. So, either way, he's using it wrong. He can't imbibe himself. It is he imbibes alcohol. So
I'll be playing a variety of games you guys will nominate and vote on, all right? And we do special holiday things, like there'll probably be a holiday feasting with the king and a holiday DSP tries it as well. I love doing this.
Yes,
stuff,
CM
but we have
Turbo,
not
yeah.
had any positive
Using
movement
big
in membership
words you don't
All right, yeah,
understand the
last month we had
meaning
an
of
insane
to
amount
appear
memberships,
smart
which was
is a
outstanding, amazing.
very,
We smashed
it's
the
always the
goals, we
hallmark
smashed
of
the
a
record.
very dumb
But
person.
since then, it's just been declined.
Actually, either a very dumb or a very insecure person.
Decline. All right, we need to start making movement, because here's the thing: about another week and a half, some of these membership bombs from last month are going to expire, and we're eventually going to just push ourselves out of any kind of contention of actually hitting the membership goal. So if you're not a member yet, consider becoming one. If you're thinking of helping out the channel or even your fellow viewer, this is the season of giving indeed, right? You can give the membership.
The season of giving. Give to me, Ree.
To someone here,
And I'm absolutely sure they're going to be appreciative of it. People love having memberships to the channel, so please consider it. Thank you in advance. Seriously, thank you in advance to anyone who supports the channel in any way, but memberships in particular, you know, if we hit that goal sooner rather than later, that would be great, all right? Lastly, the method by which you guys can nominate advertisements for me to watch them during my Black Friday Adpocalypse Spectacular Marathon event, which is coming up in about just under 3 weeks, all right? It's now live. You can do it by typing !Adpocalypse in the chat, or every 15 minutes or so, a pop-up will pop up there, and you'll actually be able to go to the thread that way. Now, already, there's a lot of nominations, which is great. The more nominations, the better. I hope that I get a ton of nominations for advertisements, PSAs, and the like. The only really criteria is that they have to be from the years of the 1980s, the 1990s, or the first half of the 2000s. I feel like anything past that is too recent, so those are the criteria. But outside of that, it has to be on YouTube.
Okay.
But anything is fair game. You know what I'm going to do? It's probably in about a week's time. I'm going to review the stuff that you guys have nominated. I'm going to start adding them to a running playlist. That running playlist will serve as the thing that we draw upon during that marathon event to watch stuff. I'm very excited. I'm very excited to do this. It's going to be a unique event, something the likes of which I've never done before. Probably it's going to be super fun to do. A lot of these ads either I've never seen or I'll remember
maniacally
them
laugh
from
while
when
I'm
I was
sick.
younger, and I'll be able to give you my take on where they were, you know, in pop culture at the time. You know,
I will
what my
nominate.
reaction was as a kid
Do
back
not
then,
worry,
and stuff like
Phil.
that.
Oh.
So I'm very excited for this event. I think it's going to be one of the better events I've ever done.
back.
And I hope that you guys will nominate some.
Yoga
The more
teleport.
nominations, the better the event is.
I
going to
will
be. So please
nominate
consider nominating,
something.
Okay. All right. Some game news. Here we go.
Nobody
Game
cares.
news. First of all,
Looking up game news on his
Netflix
phone.
has announced they're working on a Gears of War movie, which will then be followed by an adult animated series. They're working with the game developer, the Coalition, which makes the games right now. And there has been a strong push by the original creator of Gears of War, Cliff Bleszinski, to have the actor Dave Bautista play the title role of Marcus Phoenix. Mr. Bautista, over the years, has expressed a distinct desire to play Marcus because he knows the video games and loves them.
Uh-oh. That means Phil's gonna want it because it's a sweaty man. Oh, he's gonna want his sweaty man JPEGs of Marcus Phoenix and Dave Bautista.
Personally, I think that would be insanely cool. I think that Dave is a great actor. I think that he fits the role perfectly, and I think that that would be seriously one of the best video game movies of all time if it happens. So I am 100% in agreement. I think this would be an amazing piece of media. I think that the story of Gears of War is good. That could be made into a pretty dramatic movie with a lot of action and gore as well. It's what people want, right? Like, Gears of War is like a summer popcorn movie. Action, gore, drama, right? That's what you want in a great action movie, and they want to make it. Then absolutely, let's do it, right? I say it differently. It's Bautista. His name is Bautista. You didn't know that? He always spelled it Batista when he was in WWE because they changed his name. His name is Bautista. That's how you pronounce it. Anyway.
Is it?
So,
I don't believe you,
I'm
Phil.
100% in line for this. I would love to see it happen. If they're going to make a Netflix movie of Gears of War, I think they already got half the work done for them. All right? We'll see what happens. You know, will they heed the pleas of Cliffy B, even though he's not involved in game development anymore? And will they do it, or will they say, oh, fuck it, we'll just cast, Paul Rubens? I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, continuing on. AEW, also known as All Elite Wrestling, one of the major competitors to WWE.
More sweaty
in
man
wrestling,
news.
is coming out with a video game next year called Fight Forever. This game has been in development for several years, and I don't know if it's been through development hell, but it's just weird because every time we hear updates on it, it's like positives and negatives. Like, it was a Tokyo Game Show, and they were showing content of it, and I was like, oh. The graphics don't look that good. Kind of looks like an outdated game. The animations don't look that good. They're kind of like wonky and choppy, and they're not smooth. But other people were like, oh, it's like so good. I was like, what are you watching? I guess what it is, people are saying that the game was designed to play like that WWE No Mercy game from like the 1990s on the N64. I never played it. You know, was I a wrestling fan in the 90s? Somewhat, but not as much as my friends. My high school friends were into that shit and apparently did play stuff like that. I did not. I was into fighting games. So I guess there's this whole generation of people who grew up like playing the No Mercy game and its spin-offs and loved that formula. And I never played it. So I don't understand when they say, oh, it's going to play like that. Like, I don't even know what that means because I never played the game, you know. But anyway, the reason I'm bringing this up today is now officially been announced. AEW Fight Forever will be an Xbox Game Pass day release game. So you will not have to buy it if you're on Game Pass. You'll just get it for free. So now it's a no-brainer. When the game comes out, yes, I will check it out. It's on Game Pass. I don't have to invest any additional money. Of course I'm going to check it out. I'd be an idiot to not check it out. If the game ends up sucking, no risk, right? So absolutely, yes, I will be checking it out when it comes out. The thing is, it doesn't have a release date yet. But obviously, if they're already making arrangements to have it be on Game Pass, then obviously it's going to, you know what I mean? It's going to happen. It's going to be a part of it, you know? So, all right, cool. The final story I have today, this one hit in the middle of the freaking night. Like, it was like midnight. And I just happened to be scrolling through Twitter. We were actually starting to get ready to go to sleep. And I start reading, and the official Sonic the Hedgehog account posts up something that my jaw dropped when I read it. I was like, what? So I'm not even kidding. This is the official post from the Sonic the Hedgehog Twitter account around midnight of last night. Hey, everyone. Quick notes ahead of the Frontiers launch today. If you purchase the digital deluxe version, be sure to install DLC before you start a new game. All DLC content for the game will not be valid if you install it after you play the tutorial of the game. Ensure you have the most recent patch before installing the DLC, or the DLC also will not work. Wait, what? So let me get this straight. Let's say you pre-ordered Sonic Frontiers. okay? And then you go to install it. Great, I install the game, all right? Or what if you bought the game physically? And so you install the base game to your console, all right? But you don't have the forethought to say, I want to download the DLCs as well that I'm owed because I pre-ordered it or because I bought the digital deluxe or whatever it is, okay? I'll be honest with you guys, this happened to me before, where I have a game and I order it, and I just install the game and start playing it, and then people later on are like, well, did you get your DLCs? I'm like, what are you even talking about? And they're like, yeah, because you pre-ordered the game or because you got this version of the game, you're entitled to a whole bunch of extra content. Did you get it? I'm like, I guess not. I didn't know about it. You know, most of these games, when you download the base game, don't prompt you for that stuff. You have to kind of go out of your way to kind of find it, and it's usually listed as a separate listing on a marketplace or whatever. So it's I would think it's regular practice that when you're getting a new game, a lot of people forget to install DLC right away, and then after the fact, they go, oh shit, I was supposed to do that, and then they go install it. Well, this is the first time I've ever heard that if you play the game past the tutorial, all of your DLCs are invalid forever.
Well, that seems weird.
What? How does it? Where do you begin to make sense of that?
Right?
So
if
I
sure
didn't know I
that's
was
right,
even owed a
Phil?
DLC, or I was under the impression I had downloaded all the
I don't think
DLCs,
that's right.
and maybe I was accidentally didn't. You made a silly human error because you weren't informed. You now are screwed out of content forever. So I did my best to signal boost it. I did tweet and retweet it and everything. I don't think it got that much clout because, as you know, usually shit from my Twitter doesn't really go that far anymore.
Well, yeah, because you basically made it so that only people who you follow can reply to you. So, no, you basically curated your entire Twitter into oblivion, Phil. And that's on you.
But at least if I helped a single person, I hope I helped a single person. Seriously, because that would piss me off.
No,
If
you
I
don't.
pre-ordered a game where I got a digital deluxe version of a game and I just accidentally didn't get all the content, and now you're stuck without it forever. Like, huh? Yeah, I would at least hope what they're going to do. I would really hope that they're going to patch it and fix that. That sounds like a really dumb thing. Or if this is the case and no one can access it, then later on just give it to everyone for free. Maybe wait a month, but after a month has passed, just give everyone that content for free. That way it's not people who get paid for it legitimately getting screwed out of it. You know what I mean? Like, that just doesn't make any sense to me at all. That they would do that, and I would hope that they're going to do the right thing, because that's not right to screw people out of stuff that they're owed, you know? Just because you didn't install it in the right order. Like, what are you talking about? All right. Anyway, that's really all I got today, guys. Let's get to shout-out, shall we? So on the YouTube side of things today, we start off with Rocketman262, who did a super chat and says,
Shout-outs.
GSP, I broke up with my girlfriend. Do you think it's for men? Rocketman262, $2 super chat. Thank you for that. He says, just broke up with my girlfriend. Do you think it's for men? What? Magic 8 Ball. Is there any way to make sense of that?
He did not pay $8 to get that Magic 8 Ball thing.
I'll look good.
Oh, he's clown moding. He's clown moding. He clown moding.
Just broke up with my girlfriend. Do you think it's for men? I don't get it. I tried really hard. I don't know what that means. Anyway, let's continue. Thank you for the super chat, Rocket Man. Mango Jewel Pods to the super chats. If you read 5 emails right now without having to dig around for them, I'll tip $100. Of course, I found 2, not 5. I know there's more than that, but those are the 2 that I found immediately. So instead of tipping me $100, he then followed up with a $2 super chat. He says, have this for the attempt. I guess I'm hyped for Sonic. Thanks a lot, Mango Jewel Pods. Appreciate that. And then the Crunchiest Onion did a 10 euro. Is that a euro or is that a pound? Not the 10 pound super chat, I believe. And he says,
Don't need more pounds,
whatever happened to those
Phil.
sponsored indie games on Twitch? I remember you being on the front page of Twitch at one point and on screen at TwitchCon. Did Twitch stop sending you them? Well, it's very short-lived. Allow me to explain what happened, okay? When they very first started doing them. All right, hold on. And by the way, this is years and years ago. Was that 2017, I want to say it was? I think it was 2017. It could be 2018, but it was so long ago. I can't even remember the year. I mean, it was many years ago. They had just started doing these kind of promotions on Twitch, all right? For whatever reason, I don't know why, they chose me and offered me a contract to advertise a game called Choice Chamber. And the way it worked is this was a game where you had a plugin on your stream on Twitch, an extension, and people who were watching your stream had the ability to click things on the screen if they were watching it on a PC, and it would actually interact with the stream itself. Like the game would edit things in the game based on what people chose live on their screens. Now, at the time, this was revolutionary. I mean, this was 4 or 5 years ago. People were like, holy crap, interaction by clicking actually on a stream. That's a way you can help control the stream. Like, that's amazing. That's groundbreaking. And everyone thought this could be the future for live streaming, that you could have entire games just based off of this style of interaction. Can you imagine if there were games designed around just having the stream audience interact with the person playing the game? How cool that would be, right? So at the time, we saw epic potential for this, okay? So yeah, I streamed the game for what was like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and people were constantly trying to troll me, pick the weakest items and things, and put an insane amount of enemies, and basically just showed that this kind of gameplay is a double-edged sword, because in some cases, people can help you out, and then you can make massive progress, and the game may be too easy. At the same time, if people decide to troll you, all of a sudden the game becomes almost insurmountable to the point where it's unbeatable, right? So it was actually a very interesting experiment, and I think that the game developers likely learned something watching me play their game like that, okay? Now, that was before the era of all the partnered offers for other games. We'll talk about that in a moment. So I got paid a good amount of money for that event. It was only 2 hours of streaming or so. Apparently at TwitchCon, they did have a live stream. They showed that live at TwitchCon. It was a way to show, hey, look, here's the future of streaming or whatever. Now, today in 2022, how many people hear about interactive games that use extensions and it's a major part of live streaming? Right? So much like all these other things that are these big lofty ideas, like waggling motion controls, fucking big gaudy VR headsets, and a million other things. This was something that was an idea that originally had potential and really didn't go anywhere. There are some social kind of interactive games out there that still use this kind of thing, but it's not extremely prominent at all, actually. You don't really often hear about these games doing that kind of extension plugin anymore. Well, you know what I was thinking? I was thinking that for games like Call of Duty, and maybe ongoing playthroughs, you could have
Barbell,
like,
if
less
he
stats.
could
For example,
monetize in-game handholding,
what's my
he would-
stats? How am I
he
doing
would be
unlocking
the-
a certain gun or whatever?
he
You
would
think that
have a
attracted Call of Duty.
Scrooge
Apparently even
McDuck
that, like 1
vault
year it was prominent,
of
and it went
money.
away. So for whatever reason, the extensions on Twitch never really took off. They were a good idea, and they just never really exploded in popularity. And now I don't really hear about it ever again, right? I never hear about anyone talking about extensions at all. It's like an afterthought, right? Now, I'm not saying again that it's not existent. I'm just saying it never got prominent. I think their whole goal was this would be prominent. Now, after that, was I ever offered a giant lucrative contract ever again? No. But what ended up happening was they streamlined their offers for these kind of things. They created a whole segment of Twitch that was for paid promotional advertisements. And every partnered streamer had it. And what would happen is you'd go into this queue and you'd see a series of games for which you were offered promotional opportunities based on the size and the reach of your channel. So you'd be able to pick one and say, okay, stream this game for 1 hour, use these talking points during that hour and get paid a certain amount of money. Now, in some cases, there were games that I never played. In other cases, there were games I was already playing. So at first I was going to do World of Tanks, which is a game that I'd heard of, but I'd never played before and didn't know much about. I signed up for the opportunity. I tell everyone tomorrow I'm streaming World of Tanks. All of a sudden, it disappears. And I get an email from a Twitch techie. It wasn't even like my partner manager. Some technical guy at Twitch contacts me and says, oh, by the way, you weren't supposed to have that opportunity. What? What are you talking about? So I asked around. Everyone had that opportunity. It wasn't like just me. Anyone who was in the partner program had that opportunity. What happened was I signed up for it. My trolls, when I announced the day before that I was going to do it, went to the World of Tanks social media account and spammed the fuck out of it with hateful shit. Wow, do you want this guy advertising your game? He's a pedophile, he's a scammer, he's this, he's that, every disgusting thing you can think of, okay? They spammed it with. So obviously after being bombarded for a day
He's
on
a
their social media,
scammer.
the World of Tanks dev team contacted Twitch behind the scenes and says, we don't want Phil playing our game because we feel like it's going to be just negativity because look at these people who are just following him around. We don't want that. So Twitch pulled the offer, even though I already announced I was doing it, okay? So then I decided, let's do a different game. So I did an indie game. I can't even remember what it was called. LOL or something like that. It was supposed to be like a parody of League of Legends, like a League of Legends streamer or something like that. I played it for like an hour. And by the way, it wasn't even released yet. It was like an early copy of the game. I played it for an hour. I thought it was okay. I didn't hate it. I thought for an indie studio, it was an interesting take because it was a narrative-based game that was supposed to be emulating like League of Legends. So I thought it was kind of unique. So I played it genuinely. I give you my honest thoughts about it. Come to find out, guess what happened? My haters went to their social media, to their Discord account, and spammed again, he's a pedophile, he's a racist, he's a sexist, he's a scammer, he's this, he's that.
But you
All
are
false.
a racist.
But they send all this shit, and what does the company do?
You are a
They say, well,
scammer.
we don't want to be associated with Dark Side Phil then. So then they tell Twitch, we don't want to do it, and Twitch is like, he already did it. He already did it. What are you talking about? He already did the promotion. And the company apparently behind the scenes was trying to do everything they could to not pay me, but they had to legally. So I got paid for that one, okay? The last one I ever got an offer or ever got able to do was Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Now, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I'd already been playing. I'd already been doing a playthrough of the game and really enjoying it. I'd actually been telling you guys how I liked Odyssey way more than Origins the year before. So already doing a promotion for this game, or excuse me, a playthrough of the game, it was a no-brainer that I should take up the opportunity to do the paid promotion. All I had to really do was just continue on with my own playthrough, but just disclose that, yes, this portion was the promotional material for it, okay? So I did so. I signed up for it. I played the game for like 2 hours, said it was the promotional stream. Everything went fine. I got paid, all right? I didn't hear anything back, but within 2 weeks of me doing that stream, my entire section on Twitch that's supposed to give me offers of promotional opportunities was blanked out. So I started asking around to other people who were in the partner program. Is yours blanked out? No, I got this opportunity. I got that opportunity. I got this opportunity. Oh, so basically they're singling me out. Oh, I see. So I contacted them and I asked Twitch what was going on and they lied to me. Twitch was completely dishonest with me and lied and said, oh, that's technical difficulties. I said, technical difficulties? What are you talking about? Isn't it a coincidence that I did a 2-hour promotional stream for a big company like Ubisoft, and within 2 weeks of me doing it, you removed all my opportunities? I was like, did I do something wrong? Oh, no, you did absolutely nothing wrong. Trust us, that's a technical difficulty. 2 months later, still gone. So I emailed him, well, not emailed, this was my old partner manager, who was a pretty worthless person, quite frankly. They've never helped me with anything. They were just there to yell at me about nonsense after the fact, rather than actually be an active contact that would help me with anything. But I contacted them on Discord. Oh, Discord! Yes, you fucking nudniks. I always had a Discord to have to talk to companies like this.
But Phil, you denied using Discord. I'm sorry, John. I'm sorry you caught the tism. Right. Here's the thing. He always wants to say, I always had a Discord, but then whenever anybody saw, he's like, I don't know, I've never used Discord before. He always, that's the thing, he always lies, and he doesn't understand, like, Phil, we can see through your lies. And every time you lie, all it does is it makes it so that we don't believe you the next time it happens. Yeah, he needs to tell the truth about something in the past that he contradicts. Here's what it is still, Rand. Phil does not have the ability. He will say whatever he thinks he needs to say in the moment, but he will not have any critical thought. So, for years, how he was like, I don't play mobile games. I don't play mobile games. And it's like, I always told you I play mobile games. Oh, if I said I didn't, that was because I was just lying to protect my family because it's easier to do that. It's like that. And yes, the clownish overreaction is also a tell. Of course it's a tell. Like, dude. One sec. Sorry about that. Yeah, the clownish overreaction is a tell because the fact is, he always has tells. Dude, you could put, like, I don't know who, like, how he could ever have gone to a casino because, like, he would always lose. Like, you put him in a poker table, he'll lose every time. Yeah, contrary to popular belief, he's a really bad liar. He is. He's a bad liar, and the only thing is that his people, his dents are the only ones who think he actually is a good liar, or, like, he's a bad liar, and the dents are the only ones who fall for it.
You always needed that. That was how they all conversed back then. You needed a Discord account. But that was the only thing I ever used my Discord for, was to talk, basically, to my Twitch partner manager. And everyone...
Bullshit. You have admitted that you had a mod Discord.
Once in a while, if there was another opportunity behind the scenes or something, like there was at one point where there was an opportunity...
No, he hasn't said the N-word yet, Rydrake. But, like, Phil, like, we know you had a mod Discord. Just admit it.
Where I was going to do a partnership with a company, it fell through, but I had to talk to them. You know, stuff like that. Anyway, so I reached out to my partner manager again on Discord, and I was like, dude, it's been like 3-4 months. I still don't have any promotional opportunities in my queue. And I'm not even kidding you. This is probably the last time I talked to him, and he came back to me.
Oh, he's already forgot he has admitted his Discord talk with his mods. Yeah. Still, and that's the thing. He always forgets what he has said before because his mind is literally on a stream of consciousness. He is so, because of lack of intellectual stimulation, because of lack of, you know, soberness, has always, at this point, he can't remember what he just said. It's literally stream of consciousness and whatever in the exact moment that he thinks will get him what he needs. So
To me again, he was like, oh no, I swear it's a technical difficulty. And the last thing I said to him, I was like, dude, if you're just gonna lie for the company, then don't ever talk to me because you're worthless. You're like a worthless person. You're just lying through your teeth about this. You won't be honest with me. Like, this is the height of unprofessionalism. So just don't waste your time anymore, right? And I'm not kidding. He basically never responded again, and then he got laid off. They fired him, and they never even told me that he got fired because the next time I reached out to him, which was for like a copyright issue, he didn't work for the company anymore. Yeah. So how funny was that? And then after that, like I said, basically with all these companies, Machinima, Twitch, they start off good. They have all these well-intentioned things they do good for you, and then they just fuck up constantly and fall apart. You know, at one point, Twitch was well-intentioned. They wanted to give all these.
Yep. You see, everybody is bad and evil except me. I'm not bad at evil. I'm always good. I'm a good boy. So, my wife, my mommy cat, can I have a piece of candy? No, Phil, you can't have a piece of candy. You're fat enough as it is. I'm only 10 pounds overweight. Phil, you're like 70 pounds overweight. Nuh-uh. Yes, Phil. What you say in reality does not mean it actually has happened.
Great opportunities. To
the main
streamers.
character
the moment
after
that
all.
there's some kind of a problem. Oh my god, this person has trolls, right? Oh my god, oh, can't deal with that. Punish the person for having trolls, which is literally what's happened to me.
Lava,
Every business,
yes.
whether it was Curse, whether it was Stream Elements, Stream Labs, Teespring, the partner program on Twitch.
You have trolls because you are shitty to people. You have trolls because you fucked over so many folks. Like I'm beginning to lose count of how many people you have legitimately fucked over. Like, you fucked over John Rambo. You fucked over Howard. You fucked over Respect the Pack. You fucked over Leanna, and you still do that by claiming, oh, we were broken up at the time. Then why'd you get her a fake engagement ring? Why'd you go to Etsy and get her a cheap-ass engagement ring? Keep the relationship going, Phil.
This promotional things on Twitch. I get punished for having trolls. How the fuck is that my fault? What did I do? And what, you know what I mean? Like, how can I get rid of that? I can't. It's not my fault. So how the fuck do I stop?
You was about to say, what did I do to deserve that? Phil, that is, I don't have enough hours in my life to record what you've done to cause trolls. But let's just say that the Dead Space 2 footage, that should be enough. You're like, oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Stop that. How do I not get any opportunities because trolls harass people? Okay, grow up. Trolls are always on the internet. Trolls will always be on the fucking internet. They're not going away. And every time you entertain stuff like that, you just make it worse. When you entertain a troll and you give them the attention they want and you show them that they have power, all it does is make them do it more. So congratulations to Twitch, to Streamlabs, to Stream Elements, to Teespring, and to every other dumb fuck company who doesn't understand that literally just ignoring nonsense is better than entertaining it. You are so unprofessional and you don't understand that you empowered more people to do toxic things to others on the internet. Wow, you're dumb. Really.
Anyway, you're dumb. I'm not dumb. I'm smart.
Now I don't even bother. Like, what's the point? Because the thing is, I get these opportunities all the time, like I said. But you know exactly what would happen. The moment that I take one of these and it goes through and it works, the harassment begins again. And it'll just be an endless cycle of this, so why even bother? I enjoy being independent. I enjoy not shilling. I enjoy being supported by a community who wants me to be who I am. You know what I mean? And stay true to myself.
Beg for your entire thing.
So, I don't care about it anymore. At one point, I was pretty upset about it, because if you remember years ago, those were opportunities that were maybe going to allow me to save myself from the financial problems I was in. If I had been getting ongoing promotional opportunities with streams and stuff, maybe I wouldn't have gotten as bad financially as I did. But what can you do? They were all taken away from me. All right? Nothing you can do about that. So,
yeah, blame other people for your...
We now get to the tip side of things, okay? So on the tip side of things, we start off today with a $10 tip. Please keep this anonymous. All right, so first of all, a $10 anonymous tip to get our tipping started for today. Let's go ahead and get that animation for you. Thank you for the contribution. All right, please ask the Magic 8-Ball, am I going to rage at the Sonic game today? Good question. I wonder if the game will be like interesting and unique and chill, or will actually be rage-inducing. Let's find out. Will I rage at Sonic today? Outlook, not so good. Maybe we'll be so early into the playthrough that there won't be opportunity for rage, maybe later on. I'd be shocked if there's nothing in this game that makes me rage. But anyway, thank you for that anonymous tip to get the tipping started. Then I received a $5 tip. Let's do the animation for that. All right, and this is from Ultra Super Snow Carl Turbo HD Remix. It says, sorry, I cannot watch your streams for the next few days. I don't want to spoil Sonic or God of War for myself because I bought both games, but I'll wait until Black Friday to get a PS5 on a discount. Well, there you go. Totally understand. And this always happens whenever there's a new release. There's a mix of audience. You got some people who will be coming by specifically to watch me play the new releases, and you got some people who are regulars who will be like, I'm not going to be around for now because I don't want to spoil the games. Totally understand. This is why I'm a variety streamer. This is why I'm still going to be playing Modern Warfare 2. I'll still be playing Gotham Knights. I'll mix other stuff in there, so it's not just those releases, and you still can come by and enjoy the streams and not spoil yourself on that content. Okay? Cool. Okay. I received a $2 tip, and this person literally just reiterated what I just said. If you end up getting a sponsorship, trolls will just harass people anyway. So thank you for that. I don't even have to continue to talk about that because we just did. Thank you for the $2 tip there. Then I received a $10 tip from Alex from Phoenix. It says, always glad to see a new Sonic game premiere. Takes me back to my childhood. A great week for gaming. It's time for some fun. Yeah, this is a great week. I agree with you. It's a great week because you got variety of content. You got new games coming out. It's a new game release hyped feel this week, right? And that's always a good thing. Especially after the insanely dead summer. It's great to have new content. So I'm very excited. All right. I received another $10 tip.
That $10 animation.
No name on this one.
Oh, this
I'm nearly shitting myself in anticipation of DSP's God of War Ragnarok playthrough. It's okay to nearly shit yourself, but don't fully shit yourself. Don't go full self-defecation. That would be not a good call. Trust me on that one. But yeah, I'm excited for tomorrow. I really am. I know
Bill,
it's gonna
have
be a
you
great
shit
day. We're gonna have a good time
yourself?
with the story, I can't wait to see how it looks on PS5.
Bill, have
I'm not
you
kidding you.
shit
I've not
yourself?
seen a single piece of gameplay of this on PS5 at all. I stayed away. I made sure that I was not spoiled whatsoever on this game. So I'm very excited to see tomorrow how it turns out. I know all of you are as well. All right, so that is all the shout-outs we have for now. A few other reminders. We got a lot of people on stream for the premiere of Sonic. Liking the stream is a great way to support it. If I get 100 likes on stream today, I will do a celebratory bubble blow for you guys. But also, it helps for engagement. It'll actually allow people to find this premiere stream and come check it out themselves. So thank you for the likes. Everything is appreciated. Super chats, super stickers, tips, memberships. It all helps the channel. We've already talked about the members goal for December, which is the for November, which is the December holiday marathon. You already know that if we get $100 in tips today, I'll wear the Sonic hat as a special treat. You already know about all this, right? All right, cool. Mega Man NT says, I just played this game for 3 hours. It's the best 3D Sonic game in decades. That's good to know. Hobo X says, was Curse the only company you worked with that was actually upfront with you about ending partnerships and didn't ghost you? Yes. Absolutely. 1,000,000%. Curse was the only company ever to be transparent with me and explain what was actually going on. Everyone else I had to find out from, like, other memes. Okay? Like, for example, like I said, with Twitch, someone who actually was on the inside told me. Reached out to me and said, here's the evidence, here's what happened. In the other cases, I actually found out that the idiots had posted on social media about what they were sending to the companies. And like I said, it was like 10 to 12-year-old outdated shit. And that's what got me kicked out of them. Even though it had nothing to do with who I am as a person today. The companies were so dumb that they just entertained it and basically canceled me for things that were 12 years old. That's how professional these companies are.
Well, Phil, here's the thing.
But yeah, Curse was up front. Curse was like...
Here's the thing, Phil. You don't actually care. You're not, like, if you were actually sorry about some of that shit that you did 12 years ago, then the trolls would just leave you alone. You're not sorry. You're just sorry you got caught.
It's this simple. We receive so many false reports about you on a daily basis, we can't handle them anymore. We're getting so many that our manpower can't handle checking and vetting each one. The thing is, every single one we've checked has been false. We've never had a single valid complaint about you, but the complaints still keep coming in. So there's nothing we can do about it. We have to cut you because we can't keep dealing with this. And I was like, wow, that's remarkable that your company is going to do that. In reality, it didn't matter because just a few months after, YouTube changed the way partnerships worked, and there was zero advantage to being with a partnership company anymore. Anyone could just monetize any video on YouTube. It didn't matter. You didn't need to be with a company like Curse or Screenwave or Fullscreen or Machinima to monetize your game content. Anyone could do it after that. So it was just luck that happened at a time frame when things were changing on YouTube anyway. Okay. Wallowing Whiskey said, I wonder why they didn't make a policy to ignore your reports. They explained that. They said, if we ignore your reports, and God forbid, not to say that you would do this, but let's say one day you do make a mistake, you screw up, and we don't vet that report and punish you for it, we are now held responsible by YouTube, and YouTube can punish us severely for having someone under our umbrella who we did not discipline ourselves, because that's actually part of the partnership agreement, is that when you sign someone to a partnership, you're responsible for their actions on YouTube, and if they violate YouTube's terms of service in any way, you have to punish that partner and or kick them out of your program. So if they just ignored it, they could be legally liable for stuff that happens. That's why. Now, again, today it's different. Today, it's so different. Partner networks don't even really exist in the capacity they did anymore. So it might be completely different now, you know. Here we go. Bubbles. Bubbles. It's bubble time. Thanks for the 100 likes, everybody. Very nice bubble blow. That was a good one. Expand Dong says, listen to this. Do you remember when you got Sonic, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games several years ago? Was that 2018? I want to say it was 2018, wasn't it? Or was it 2020? No, it was 2020, wasn't it?
And you got that for free.
I can't even remember at this point. But anyway, he says, you got that game, and you played it, and basically you were very negative towards it. Did that damage your relationship with Sega? Do you think you could have gotten Frontiers early? I'm honestly not sure. Here's the thing. I didn't get that game from Sega. That was what happens is a lot of these companies hire third-party agencies to represent them, especially if they have a game where they feel they really want that game to do.
But, and here's the thing. If you shit on Sega enough, then that's gonna come back to them, and they're not going to give you any. Like, if you just keep calling them a bunch of assholes, like, eventually you're gonna be like, you know what, we're not gonna give you anything. You don't like being called assholes. Nobody wants to. Also, look at that face, like,
do better, and there really doesn't seem to be much buzz or hype for that game. They will hire a third-party company to go out and try to get the word out on that game for them. And in that case, a company sought me out. I was not out there looking for anything. A company contacted me 3 years ago and was like, would you like a free copy of Sonic and Mario, or Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games? And I was like, well, I was already thinking of playing it, but if you give me the free copy, I'll absolutely play it. But understand that I'm going to be honest. They were like, yeah, that's fine. You know, we just want people to play it to get exposure, so you can have a copy of it. So they gave it to me. I played it, and it was atrociously bad. It was just completely almost unplayable online. They didn't really put in any kind of matchmaking or anything that made any sense. It was kind of a free-for-all, bare-bones game that they really fucked up. And I was honest about it. And, of course, I never heard from that agency again. Why would I?
Yeah, probably because you were, wasn't just that you were honest, it was that you really went out of your way to be toxic. Like, there's a way of saying, this is not that good, and not be a super fucking toxic asshole about it. But,
right?
No.
If I kissed the game's butt, probably the agency would have contacted me again, right? Well, who knows, right? I don't know. I have no idea. But that wasn't Sega. That was a third-party company regardless. So, shout out to Pila, who just did a super chat and says, play Frontiers on hard, you'll get a special final boss. I don't know if I believe you. I don't know if I believe you, nor do I think I want to play it on hard anyways. You know, I play everything on regular difficulty, so I don't think I really care about a special final boss, honestly. For some reason, we have a question mark before a non there. Let's get rid of that. Okay.
A non?
Okay. Oh, let's see here. All right. Any other final questions? If you guys like to ask me something, please tag me in the chat. Last chance to ask a question before we jump into Sonic, okay? Pila did another super chat says on hard you'll get a bullet hell boss at the end. What? Bullet hell? This is a Sonic game. How the hell do you have a bullet hell boss? What?
Because you gotta go fast.
Pepsi Man
Go fast.
says Modern Warfare 2 may have a premium expansion for 2023. Think it's for the campaign. Also, most modes are coming back, like gun game, etc., for the multiplayer. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I guess what they're saying is there's no formal sequel next year, but there is going to be an expensive expansion, supposedly. That's what I'm hearing. There's actually going to be an expensive expansion that's like maybe even $70, which I think is ridiculous. How could you just sell that and act like that's not a whole new game, right? I don't know. It's not clear. It's very kind of confusing. So, I don't know. I got a tip. Cool. I received a $10 tip from, no name. No name. Last time my girlfriend made supper for me, she made antepast, escarole, and beans, and steak medium rare. I got it on a scale today, and marron. By the way, he spelled it wrong. It's supposed to be, he spelled it with a D. So he's trying to do Italian stuff. He failed. He misspelled a lot of it. But thank you whoever this was for the $10 tip.
Just, wow, just should have got, oh, you didn't spell it right. You gotta be like me, you know? I gotta have that sugar sauce. And, just like, ba-ba-da-boopy. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Mario, Luigi, meatball, spaghetti.
Like, yes, authentic Italian food is delicious and also usually very, very heavy. The only thing that Italian, if you're talking Italian-American food, is usually heavy. If you have to go to Italy, most of their food is light. Seriously, like, if you get a pizza in Italy, it's like hand-tossed, chewy bread with a basic marinara sauce with a lot of chunky tomatoes, oregano, basil, maybe a little bit of mozzarella, like put on there. That's it. That's their basic pizza. It's seriously like...
Yeah, because a lot of what we consider Italian cuisine is really Italian-American cuisine. It's stuff, the lower class stuff that got brought over and then got kind of through generations has gotten changed and all that. And that's not a bad thing. No, that's not a bad thing at all. Now, never let anybody say that Avatar? Yeah, hold on, my avatar is acting up. Hold on. You start. But yes, if you actually look at the difference between actual Italian food and Italian American food, it's very different. But still. But it's Phil trying to pretend he's Italian.
Like, so good and
Fake
fresh
Italian,
and not heavy.
fake.
But you eat this shit in the US, you're like, oh my god. Anyway, woke more on to the super chat. So I trust Skill Up. He did not recommend the game. I don't know who that is. Actually, I take that back. I think I saw Skill Up. I think I've seen them on social media before. Well, that's the thing. Everyone seems to have a different opinion. Some people like it, some people don't. Some people think it's just okay. Some people think it's great. Some people hate it. It's a weird situation. I want to judge for myself today. I really do. I see for myself what it's all about. So. Oh, man. Genetic says, wish you a great stream day. Really appreciate your interaction with the community and your consistency. Thank you, Genetics. And then he has a pillow like this, like I'm falling asleep. Whatever that means. There you go. No, I'm not playing on hard mode. Sorry. Am I happy I don't have to deal with Twitch anymore because of the shit they put me through? I mean, honestly, I told you this. Ever since I started streaming on YouTube, I don't feel like I'm walking on eggshells, which is great. Because at least on YouTube, you know, I get judged for what I actually do, right? On YouTube, I'm not going to get judged and say you did something or said something you didn't do, which is literally what they do.
Okay.
How dumb is that,
okay.
right? I'm playing a game, and someone says, oh, Phil said the N-word. And then they report me, and I get suspended. Then come to find out I never said it. Oh, we'll release your suspension now. But you suspended me erroneously. You punished me and my business. You shut down my fucking stream in the middle without evidence. You're an idiot. You're unprofessional. You should fucking be punished for punishing me incorrectly, right?
You punished me. Oh my God, baby Phil. It happens. Like, it got overturned. God, you are such a baby. An appeals process worked, and they found out, okay, you didn't say it, and you let it go. Okay? Goodness
That's how they operate.
gracious.
On YouTube, that shit usually doesn't happen. You know, on YouTube, they're fair, and even if something goes wrong, you at least get a series of escalations as well. Now, I've heard there's extreme circumstances. If you absolutely are doing outright threats of you know, dangerous things, then you'll get shut down on YouTube, like, immediately. But, for example, I get hit with false copyright strikes, right? I was still able to stream. I was still able to make content, right? You know, people were trying to false flag me for things like violations of the YouTube.
He believes that if he
guidelines.
gets more
I contacted YouTube. I explained what
regulation,
was all cleared up.
then it'll
everything
just
was
be
fixed.
for
So,
you know, his detractors,
YouTube,
not
at the
him.
very least, seems to be able to give you a lot more fairness when it comes to being judged for things. Not to say that I come over here and I'm like, oh, no, I can just do whatever I want and watch this. I don't have to worry about nothing. No, obviously, I'm actively trying to make sure that I don't say and do stupid things. As I told you guys, as I get older, as I become a more experienced content creator and streamer, I'm doing my best to make sure that I don't say things that hurt others, that I'm in line with what's expected of me as a public figure, which I am, even though I'm not a very popular one. I understand I still am one. You know what I mean? You gotta be careful anyway of what you're saying. But at least here, I'm not getting falsely accused, you know? And on top of that, I just don't get bombarded with false copyright shit. Remember on Twitch how bad it was getting? We had someone who was submitting false claims to Twitch saying that they worked for the companies that made the games, and they kept taking down my streams with zero evidence. They just didn't care. They just kept taking down my stream with zero evidence. You know? It's ridiculous. On YouTube, that shit doesn't fly. On YouTube, they want evidence that you are who you say you are, you know? So yeah, I would say there are active improvements to things here on YouTube compared to how they were on Twitch. I'd say there is a higher air of professionalism here. People, thank you for another super chat saying, you'll see. I'm using donations to let you know. Well, again, I'm not going to play it on hard. I'm just not. I'm not one of these guys who, when I play a game, I need to prove my ultimate fucking gaming skill by immediately playing on a harder difficulty. A game that I don't even know what it's like. I didn't play it yet. I'm not doing that. Other people do that. Oh, look at the size of my e-penis because I play every game on hard on my streams. I'm just such a great gamer, and I really got to prove my worth on the internet. Who gives a fuck? You're supposed to be playing a game to have fun. I don't care. Okay, Shia says, hey, Phil, reviews here are mixed. Hope that it's at least entertaining. I'm on the same boat as you. I agree. No, I'm not starting the game on hard mode. You can stop asking me now. You're wasting your time. You're embarrassing yourself. Okay. All right, last chance to toss a question my way before we get set up here and we get started with Sonic today. Again, reminder, today I'm doing something special. We get the $100 tip skull. It's the Sonic hat on stream today, okay? Which I never do. Oh, my God, excuse me.
Right in the microphone. Can't mute the mic.
When was my first Sonic playthrough? The first Sonic game I ever played for YouTube, it might have been Sonic Colors. I think it was Sonic Colors. It was either Sonic Generations or Sonic Colors, but I don't remember which came first. Whichever one of those was first, that was one of the first Sonic game I ever played. Yep. But I can't remember. Pila says, all right, don't worry, it's fine. Thank you, Pila, for the super chats. I appreciate it. I know of Sonic 2, but I had never delved into it, and I don't know the characters, so. I know what it is. Isn't that the freaking, like, the Sonic fan service storylines that Chris Chan wrote or whatever? I don't know. That's what I think it is.
I don't know.
Generations
I
was
don't
first?
know what thought it you is.
No, it wasn't. It had to be Sonic Colors, because Sonic Colors was in Sonic Generations. Ah, that's right. Sonic Generations had the Colors
So,
characters
Phil,
in it, so
I
those
have
Colors had to
fun
be first
playing
on
on
the league.
hard.
So that was my first Sonic
So
playthrough to my knowledge. Sonic Colors.
Guys, I think this is just going to be the pre-stream. I don't think I can do the whole stream. My voice is going.
Anything else, or are we good? Quark says, I haven't been here in a while, but I know you're going to be fair and balanced when it comes to this game.
Half an hour of Q&A instead of just
I like
into the
chestnut
fucking
praline?
gameplay.
Chestnut praline. Isn't that two different things? Aren't chestnuts and pralines two completely different things? Do I like
You
chestnuts?
want
And they
to
only
play
have
the
ones?
fucking
Pralines are very
game?
sweet, right? I don't even know why you're asking me that. Usagi Jojo said, I didn't know you'd be playing the game. I'm looking forward to it. Why didn't you know? Come on. I've been talking about this for a while. I was excited for this and see what it was like. How could you not know? All right, Pila says, come on. We can't wait. All right, let's end the show, everyone. Thank you for watching. Thanks for a great episode of the Level 1 Podcast, and happy Thanksgiving. Okay, let's get set up.
Alright, guys. My voice is about to turn into a pumpkin. So, I think this is going to be about the time I head on out. That was a terrible pre-stream. That was just Hopefully I'll be able to do more of these with my voice getting a little stronger, so sorry about that. I was hoping it would have been better, but not really, but oh well. I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Good one. Sorry it kind of fell apart near the end, but like my immune system is like I can either fight this cold / flu you got, or you can listen to Phil. You can't do both. Like, oh wow. Okay, that picture would be funny. Mario Kart versus the War Rig from. All right, well I'll catch you guys later.